Hello, my lovelies. Happy Friday. It's Friday today. I know I haven't been here. Oops. I don't remember what happened. Saturday I've been focusing on trying to get the dreaded ghost stickers done. And then Monday was not a good day. So much stuff happened on Monday. Some of which I mentioned in the Discord, some of which I didn't. Oh my god, it was not my day. So yeah, I still got the Etsy orders done, but off stream, because it was just a day. Oh, just a lot, not very good things happening. But I'm here now. Oh, am I gonna say your name on Kujolin? 12. Thank you so much for the first time chat. Welcome in. I don't know why you're just saying the word idol. I hope that's not in reference to me. I don't really want anyone to call me that. Thank you for the head pats. Why are the ghost stickers dreaded? Because they're taking up all of my time. Wow! Oh goodness, let me go back and say hello to everyone. Oh, okay, it wasn't supposed to be. If I'm pronouncing Kujolin incorrectly, please feel free to correct me, or if you have a different or shorter version of your name you would like me to call you, please let me know. Please don't refer to me as an idol, that makes me uncomfortable. I don't want to be idolized or put on some sort of big old pedestal. I know that's inevitable when you post anything about yourself online, but I'd rather not. Let me scroll back and chat. Okay. Hello plant, hello red, hello green, hello golden, hello apple, hello Dallas, hello bunnies, hello Kujolin, hello vampire teeth. Thank you so much for the resub. Please continue to enjoy your emotes and your ad-free viewing. Thank you so much. Oh, that's the thing we should talk about. Okay. So yeah, sorry for no streams the last couple days that I normally stream. It was better for me not to. The ghost stickers are dreaded because of how many of them there are. I've been making good progress. For those who know where I'm currently for the last over a month. The last several weeks I've been working through making some ghost stickers for the band Ghost. I decided to do every single costume that they've ever worn. So every single costume that any of the Papa Emerituses have worn, and also every single costume every ghoul has worn, and all of that comes out to 69 stickers in total. Currently, I have drawn 46. We're up to 46 now. They're not coloured yet, they're just lined. Boy, I'm really trying to get all of those done, and also be working on my cosplay. Oh, March is here. I have a trip that I'm going on that's gonna mean there's gonna be 3 days that I can't get any work done because I'm not gonna be here. And then Comic-Con, and my costume's not ready. My cosplay's not ready. So I'm working on trying to get everything. I really want the ghost stickers done by the end of March. I wanted them done by the end of February, but that didn't work out. And then obviously I need the cosplay done before con. I want the stickers done before con because normally what I always do at Comic-Con is I always bring stickers with me to give out to people for free. If anyone comes up and asks for a photo with me, you will be offered a sticker. And since I'm going in a ghost cosplay, I would like to be able to bring ghost stickers with me. Sorry, my arm stings. I've got a nasty patch of eczema in my elbow at the moment. stings. So we've got all that to get done. Obviously, also because I'm not going to be here for some days for the trip and for Comic-Con, I'm off it. I mean, I always record audios in advance anyway, but I'm really, really trying to get them done in advance. So that obviously they're still going up live while I am away. So there won't be any missed upload slots or anything. It might be that because like I can schedule posts on YouTube and I can schedule posts I was gonna say on Tumblr. I mean, you can schedule posts on Tumblr, but when I post my audios on Tumblr, I link to the YouTube upload, and I can't link to the YouTube upload until it's public. So actually, YouTube and Patreon will be updated as usual while I'm away. I just won't be able to cross-post them to Tumblr or Soundgasm until I'm back. Discord I'll try and do from my phone. But yeah. Why is it March already? No. Like I've been booking train tickets because I'm like, how is it less than 2 weeks till I'm going away for what? God damn it. It's so soon. I have a hospital appointment next week, which I'm really worried I'm gonna forget about. I keep forgetting it's coming up. For them to make me a new night guard so hopefully my jaw doesn't hurt as much. I don't know. I presume it's just for them to mold it. Surely they're not gonna mold it and also be able to make it and give it to me the same day, because I would assume it has to like cure overnight or for a few days or whatever, so it might be then I have to go back again. Boy, I hope the appointment to pick it up, they don't try and schedule it to clash with any of the other stuff I've got going off in March. I really hope not. Because when they gave me this appointment to come back, they didn't ask me when I was free. They were just like, here you are, here's when you're coming in. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, Alexa, welcome in. Sorry. Let me get Discord open so I can remember what, like, announcements and things I need to make before we get into the game. I know stream is a little late, but I didn't actually get up late. I streamed late on purpose. I find it hard to say I'm proud of myself because I don't like saying nice things, but, I have actually been able to stick to getting up early every day. But early, I mean like 8 or 9 AM, but that's early by, you know, comparison to what I was managing before, all week, so I'm happy about that. So I did get up early enough to start stream on time, but, I purposely just held off and decided we'll just stream for a shorter amount today because I'm a little tired, and, because today's my mum's birthday. Fucking, so can you imagine? You get how she is normally. Can you imagine how much worse she is on her birthday? She's already screamed about how she doesn't want to celebrate it because my dad checks notes, asked her a question, and then she screamed about how she didn't want to get asked any question. How dare she ask him about things on her birthday? I was like, oh boy. So I got out of bed and I gave her the present and she was like, thank you, but I'm not celebrating my birthday anymore because of your father. I'm like, okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna go now. So... fuck me, jeez, like... Oh, I'm not, I mean, I know none of you guys are gonna like... Well, okay, no, one, I don't know that no one's gonna be like, ooh, you got up late, because, like, a lot of people are like that. But I mean, for myself and for my own mental health, I want to get up earlier, because getting up at 12 every day is not good and is a sign of depression. So, I'm glad I've been able to stick to managing to get up earlier. Yeah. I just decided I was gonna spend the money drawing more ghost stickers, because it never ends. I want them finished. I want them finished. But definitely by the end of March they should be done. I'm just sad I didn't get them done sooner, but hopefully I can get them done in time for con, so that I can print off ones and bring them with me, because I always at least bring stickers of whoever I'm cosplaying, so I at least... If it comes down to it and they're not done, I'll just colour in a few of, like, the Papas and of Rain, and then just print them. Okay. Right, stuff I need to talk about. I think this happened before I even streamed last time, but I just forgot to talk about it on stream. Yeah, I just forgot to talk about it. So, reminded by Vampire resubbing, thank you for that. This is a Twitch announcement, this is something Twitch is doing. I don't have any control of this, so for anyone who hasn't seen, because you guys won't have got the email yet, they've only emailed streamers, they haven't emailed, like, subscribers yet. Twitch is, increasing the price of subs, gift subs, etc. Any kind of sub. For people in the UK, Canada, and Australia. Yay! Which means, I'll be honest, it wasn't the clearest, but from what I gather, and from what other people have been saying, what that means is both you guys... If I might be wrong about this, but this is what people have understood, because Twitch didn't make it clear, so I'm like, is that for me subscribing to other people, or people subscribing to me? But from what it seems like, it's both, question mark, meaning that instead of £4.99 British pounds, sorry, no, instead of, what it currently is £3.99 a month, to subscribe to me, that's gonna go up to £4.99, and also if I want to subscribe to anyone else, it's gonna cost me a whole pound more than it used to. They're saying it's to keep up with inflation, but like, oh, that's no. Oh, no, what did they say? It's to keep up with, what did they, hang on, I have the screenshot. To keep pace with rising costs. Like, what the fuck? What do you mean? Oh, to keep up with rising costs, we're putting up the price so that people have to pay more money to subscribe to you. Do they not know the UK's just gone into a recession? Like, we're currently in a recession. Like, no one... Thanks. I mean, don't get me wrong, I mean, there's a whole... yes, there is rising costs over here, because people are overinflating. Like, there's a whole big thing at the moment with, like, supermarkets over here, grocery stores, putting up their prices above inflation. Like, they've increased it more than inflation has. They're not keeping up with inflation, they've gone above and beyond, and they have, all of them have got these loyalty card systems now, where if you have their little loyalty card, rewards card, store card, whatever you want to call it, you'll get money off certain items. It used to be that you would get, like, discounts and stuff, but now it's just, they'll give you, members prices for certain items. So, like, there's a bunch of shops doing this. So it's like, let's say you go to Tesco, and let's say, like, a bag of oranges was, you know, it'll be like, currently is £2, but if you're a member, then you get our members price and you only have to pay £1. But surprise, surprise, it's all come out that, yeah, no, £1 is the real price. The public price of £2 is just made up as a way to get, and the members price that is £1 is just the actual real price. It's not a discount. That's just actually what it used to and should be costing. It's like, yeah, we all saw that coming, didn't we? I don't know. But yeah, basically, like, food costs here, all of the big stores that, like, sell food have all been found out to be selling food for way higher than they should be, like, way above inflation, and it's like, I mean, yeah, did we not... like... I think we all noticed that food costs were going up, constantly being raised, like, a ridiculous amount of times. But yeah, to keep up with rising costs, we're gonna raise costs, yeah. And Twitch is trying to frame it like, but that's okay because we're putting up the price of subs, which means you'll get even more money. It's like, no, it doesn't. In their mind, oh, we've put up the price of each sub by $1, so therefore, you're gonna get more money. That's like an extra $1. One, it's not, because Twitch takes 50%. Out of every pound, I get 50 pennies. But two, no, I won't get more money, because what's gonna happen is people won't be able to afford the new higher price, and they'll cancel their subscription. Like, I'm not gonna... Are you silly? Like, I'm, like... Everyone who subscribed is not gonna go, yeah, okay, that's fine. Like, some of you will quit, and I honestly, like... Do not feel bad if, because of the pricing, which, again, the price increase is not happening until, March 28th. And if after March 28th, any of you want to or need to cancel your subscription because of the price increase, please don't feel guilty about it. Like, I don't blame you. I already, you know, I think the only people, I only have 2 recurring subs because of the price of it, and like I can't sub to every stream I want to, and that's Julia and Smilky. And I definitely, and I've been like, hey, as my income increases, I can sub to more stream. Oh, never mind. Now if it's even more money than it was before. So like, please don't feel bad if you have to cancel your subscription. I can't control the prices. This is all on Twitch. In the future, because of this, I'm thinking, you know, I was gonna, obviously we do subathons every like 250 followers, like the next subathon would be at 750. I'm honestly like, maybe it'll just be a donathon instead, because already Twitch used to give streamers more of a percentage before they changed it to the 50-50 model, which it currently is. So like, from the last subathon, from all of the subs and the bits that you guys so generously gave, like, it was still so ridiculous how the last subathon went. Altogether that totaled like £600, but I got 300. Twitch got the other 300. You know, like, them taking 50% doesn't seem as big of a deal when it's like, oh, you got $2 and they took $1, because you're like, oh, well, it was only $1 that I didn't get. But once the amounts go up, you're like, oh, that's $300 that I didn't get. That's a lot of money. And like, you guys are subscribing to me to help support me, not to give the money all to Twitch, you know? You know, like, when it's like, oh, they took $1 from $2, it doesn't sound as much, but then when you're like, oh, that means that if you got $1,000, they'll take 500, that means you don't get 500, then it's like, oh, actually, 50% is a lot, isn't it? So, that, plus the fact that subs are now gonna, after March 28th, it's gonna cost a whole £1 more to subscribe to me, which we've talked about is stupid because, one, why would you put up the cost of UK streamers' subs when the UK's already in a recession? When the UK just entered a recession. And two, so to keep up with rising costs, you're going above, and to keep up with local currency fluctuations also doesn't make any sense, because if they're trying to argue that it's £5 now, because $4.99... Okay, subs are currently £3.99 to UK streamers, but if you pay to a US streamer, then it's $4.99, so you might be like, oh, well, so they're putting it up to £4.99, isn't that the same as $5? No. Like, they're making it sound like, oh, well, we've had to put it up by £1, because that's what it is in dollars now. It's not. It's $3.99 in dollars. It now costs, like, even when you think, like, okay, well, you know, maybe if it's $5 to subscribe to an American streamer, and it was £4, maybe now it's £5, because £5 equals $5. No, £4 equals $5. You're literally paying more money to subscribe to a UK streamer now than you are to a US streamer, even within dollars. Instead of paying $5, you're paying something like, it's not exactly $6, but something like that. I don't know conversion off the top of my head. But it's as if you're paying $6 to subscribe to a UK streamer instead of $5. What? How is that keeping up with currency fluctuation? You're charging more. What? Okay, so, hi Angel. In the future, we might just do donathons instead of subathons, as fun as it is to see you guys get the emotes, and I'll still, like, if we do donathons in the future, I will still have sub rewards, because I don't want to completely discourage people from subscribing, because, like, I think, I don't know, whatever about ads, but I just think emotes are so fun. I don't know, I love seeing you guys use the emotes, I love making the emotes, I want you guys to be able to have them, but you can only have a max of 5 follower emotes, so if you're not subscribed, you don't get more than 5. I don't want to discourage anyone from subscribing if you do have the income and you want to, like, because obviously I still get 50% of it, and also, I like seeing the emotes. So if we do donathons in the future, there will still be rewards for subscribing, because I don't want to completely discourage it. Especially because they gave me so many more emote slots, and so once the ghost stickers are done, that's the thing I really want to work hard on doing is, I've got like 6 emote slots animated, like 6 animated slots free, and maybe like 5 static slots free. I've been really wanting to make little animations of me and my OCs for you guys to be able to have as emotes. And I don't want to get discouraged from doing that now that a lot of people won't be able to afford to subscribe anymore. So I don't want to completely discourage subs, but I think, you know, I didn't notice it so much after the first couple subathons because it wasn't as big a chunk of money as we got from the last one. Not that it wasn't anything, I'm still very grateful for anyone who gave during my 250 follower subathon, but really seeing how much I didn't get from the 500 one, that Twitch got £300 off me, off you guys, I was like, oh. There's a big difference between £300 and £600, and if we'd done it as a donathon, I would have got all of that 600. Huh. And, you know, I'm trying to move out. So it's like, I think mayhaps the focus will go towards Ko-fi donations. Even though PayPal do take a chunk of fees off the Ko-fi donations, but it's not 50%, oh my god. It's like 10%. Yeah, it's about like, it's something about 10%. Like if you gave me 100, I'd get like 90 to 92, something like that. So that it's not as bad. So I think in future we would just focus on maybe donations over. And obviously there'd still be reward. It'd still work the same way as a subathon. Like just instead of every 5 or 10 subs unlocking a new goal, it'd be like every 10 to £50 or something would unlock a new thing. Like it'd work exactly the same, it'd just be through Ko-fi donations instead. I wouldn't skimp on giving you guys rewards or anything. And I'd try and price the rewards the same that the equivalent amount of subs would add up to, if that makes sense. So like, what I would have done for the next subathon was do the rewards for every 10 subs rather than 5, which I always knew was an inevitability once we got to a point where I had a bigger audience. mostly because I can't think of goals to, like, if I have goals all the way up to 200 subs, I'm gonna have to think of a lot more goals for every 5 subs than every 10, and I can't think of that many things to offer. So, I'll try and price it so it's like the equivalent kind of thing, if that makes sense. Like however much 10 subs costs to unlock karaoke is how many pounds will cost to unlock karaoke, if that makes sense. We were gonna probably do a donathon next anyway, and that will probably be before we hit 750. So we'll see. Because if we're gonna do a donathon next, and then do a subathon for 750 subs, it might not matter so much, but, yes, because for anyone not aware, once I actually get accepted into an apartment, I want to do a donathon. Because furniture's expensive. I will be moving into an unfurnished place, because I want to make it feel like a home, you know? And moving van is expensive, and trains are expensive, and just the whole moving process, and then bills and stuff. And also I need to get a new PC. I've needed a new PC for a long time. This PC is over 15 years old now, and it has onboard graphics, which is why sometimes you might notice that stream isn't. I stream in like 640 because I can't stream in 1080p. My PC can't handle it. I don't play 3D games because my PC can't handle it, even off stream. If I play something like Power Wash Simulator with nothing else open on my PC, no stream, no nothing, just Power Wash, it lags so bad. So, you know, once I get said new PC, I'll be able to up stream quality to like at least 720, so you guys can have HD and actually like read text that's on the screen. And that allows me to do more things on stream and with OBS. Like, I don't want a 3D or a live 2D model, because I just personally don't like how 3D animation looks at all. But if I did want one, I wouldn't be able to, because my PC wouldn't be able to handle having like VTube Studio and my webcam like tracking my movements and stuff. It wouldn't be able to handle it. I don't want to play Baldur's Gate, but if I did, I wouldn't even be able to play it off stream. I get warnings every time I open Adobe Premiere, which is what I use to video edit everything in, that my graphics card is out of date and so some features don't work anymore. Yeah. it's starting to become like this, like, I can't update some of my Adobe programs because of how old my hardware and my PC is. Like, the programs just won't work, so that needs to happen, but because it's such a big investment, I'm like, I'll just do it when I move out. I'm not farting around like getting a whole new PC sorted out to that, especially because then I'm gonna move with it. If anything, you know, if anything, God forbid, happens in the move, I don't want to buy a brand new PC and then have it get broken in travel. I'd rather risk the old one getting broken, or just like not bringing the old one with me at all. I mean, I'm gonna try and salvage parts of it. My dad built this PC with me. I'm like I'm gonna keep the case. I'm gonna keep my Blu-ray disc drive. We'll just take out the parts that are shit now and just put some new parts in, so hopefully it won't be super expensive, because there's nothing wrong with the case. I'm not gonna spend loads of money on a new case when this one's fine. I don't know when that'll happen. Whenever I get accepted into an apartment. So far I've been rejected. My application's been rejected so far, so I don't know what else I can do. But I am really trying. Because you know it's bad when a doctor starts to press you about the stress you're under, because that's a lot of the reason why I keep having these issues and keep having to go to hospital. And I didn't go into detail. I was just like, oh, well, it's just stress at home. Like, I said I'm not getting along with the people that I live with, which is a very sanitized way to say my parents abuse me. And she was like, oh, she's like, oh, so there's no point, like, I shouldn't talk about this on stream. I mentioned it on Tumblr. I mean, because I want you guys to know what's going on. especially if this ends up happening, which I hope it doesn't happen. She was talking about putting me on medication for the stress. And I was like, well, you see, though, and, like, explained a little bit. I didn't say that it was my parents. I just said people that I live with. And she was like, oh. So there's no point in putting you on meds then, huh? If you're living in a situation where you are being triggered and upset all the time. And putting you on meds. I'm like, I know that. That's why I haven't asked about, you know, medication, because you could put me on the best meds in the world and it's not gonna make me any less stressed when I'm in this living situation around people who are screaming at me every day. You know? So she was like, you really need to move out. You need to really focus on that. I'm like, I am. Like, I just was a little, I was like, I mean, I was glad a doctor took it seriously, what I said. I hadn't really gone into detail. I'd just been telling her the doctor's stress. I hadn't really been saying why. Because it's scary talking to people. So one, I was glad she took it seriously, but also the fact that she was like, you really need to move out. I'm like, no fucking shit. Like, can you write me a note then, so the next time I apply for another apartment, it says, hey, please give this person an apartment, it's a matter of their health. Like, what would you, like, I've tried. I got rejected. Because it's like, it's one thing, you know, and I'm so grateful, because there's something I was talking about on Tumblr, which was, out of the first 7 videos of this month, so that starts with, I think Guilty Priest was the first upload of February. Yes, because I do 8 audios a month, that makes sense. So out of the first 7, or out of the 8 total audios for February, 6 of them are demonetized. Oh no! Which, for those that don't know what that means, it means I don't earn any money on them from the ads that are on those videos. Now technically they are limited ads, not no ads. So I could get a couple pennies. Well, that would be nice. But the difference between a fully monetized video and a limited ads video is basically where I was earning $1 on a fully monetized video, I'll earn about 10 cents on a limited ads upload. And there's no reason why they should be demonetized. It's not a human being that flags them, it's a bot that often gets things wrong, and especially gets things wrong when it comes to any videos marked ASMR. I'm not the only ASMR creator and who's affected by this, and I don't even just mean people who do like the voice acting stuff like I do. I mean even people who do on-camera tippy-tappy on different things ASMR also get affected. YouTube just doesn't like this. Has been happening since last year. It just suddenly, YouTube just started flagging loads of ASMR artists' content. I've had, you know, videos demonetized in the past. Not that many. Not that high of a percentage of the month's uploads. Some videos are fine for a few days and then they get demonetized. Some videos get demonetized and then remonetized without me doing anything, and I'm like, oh, so you admitted you were wrong, but I don't get the money that I would have earned during the time the video was down, you know? There is an appeals process. I will not do it. One, appealing it doesn't mean a human's gonna look at it. It can still be a bot that reviews it. Two, if you submit an appeal and they double down and say, no, we were right, why are you appealing this? YouTube can punish you for that. I've seen people who have appealed certain things on their channel and have ended up with a strike against their channel if YouTube says, no, we were right, why did you appeal this? I don't want to risk getting a strike against my channel. And I just really don't want to put myself on YouTube's radar. As a creator, and as a trans creator, I'm just like, no, it's better that they just don't know that I'm here. yeah, there's a percentage that I could appeal it and they could go, oh, yeah, we fucked up, sorry. And there's also a chance they can double down and say no, and then just decide to, like, soft block my channel. Like, I'm not risking it. It's just really annoying. My most viewed video is the first part of the Visiting King series, which is insane. That's currently at 95,000 views. The knowledge that by the time that video is a year old, it's probably going to be at 100,000 views. That I'll have a video that's above 100,000. What? that, thank you. And that'd be a nice chunk of income, right? It's 100,000 views, especially if you earn, like, at 95k at the moment, and you're like, dang, and I earn anywhere between $1 to $2, depends on the video. Every 1,000, that's a nice bit of income. Yeah, it would be. Apart from once it hit it was monetized up to when it hit 1,000 views, and then it got demonetized. It got limited ads, and little, like less than $1 to no money, until it reached about 50,000 views, and then it got remonetized. I didn't submit an appeal. They just realized, the bot just realized its mistake. I don't know why they double check things, but somehow it got remonetized. And like Golden just said, what would be nice if they were like, because they obviously admitted, whoopsie, our mistake, because I didn't change anything in the video. Nothing in the video had changed. You know, nothing in the title, nothing in the description, nothing in the video had changed between when they demonetized it and when they remonetized it. So they're like, oopsie, our mistake. What would be nice if then they were like, hey, those 49,000 views that you didn't earn any money on because we flagged it by mistake, here's the money you would have got if we hadn't flagged it. No, you don't. You don't get the money that they falsely blocked you from getting. It just also worries me as well is like when something's marked as limited ads, I don't know if that makes it show up in search results and recommended less as well. And that bothers me more than the money, because I'm like, then how's my channel gonna grow, you know? That bothers me more than, because like, look, YouTube is not the biggest chunk of my income anyway. But it bothers me to know that like, that I'm not the only ASMR artist who that's affecting. Completely monetizable content getting falsely flagged. And other creators like me getting flagged who don't have the Patreon, like what I have, where YouTube is most of their income. I don't know what YouTube's got against ASMR. So, you know, that's the current situation with YouTube at the moment. None of my videos in January were demonetized. All my January videos were fine. I mean, none of them did well view-wise. January actually was a pretty bad month, but none of them are demonetized. But almost all of the February ones are. I have no idea what's going to happen in March. Let's see. But so thank you to those of you who do subscribe to the Patreon. Patreon don't take 50%, isn't that nice? I mean, they do take a chunk. God, they do take a chunk, but it's not as much as 50%. I don't think it's 50%. No, it can't be 50%. It can't be 50%. It might be like 20 to 30, something like that. I don't remember. But I wouldn't even be able to be looking at moving out and getting rejected from apartments without Patreon, without you guys that support me on Patreon. Because before Patreon, I'd say before this time last year, I wouldn't have had the money to move out. I wouldn't have been making enough money per month to pay rent and bills. So I consider myself incredibly lucky and privileged to be able to be in a position where I can apartment hunt. Let's just cross all of the fingers that somebody accepts my application. I haven't looked at any apartments since the last one I viewed that I got rejected from. Because I don't have the time right now. Like, with the trip coming up and with Comic-Con coming up, I can't be booking house bookings in between that. It would be so stressful, and 2, they might clash, you know, with appointments and stuff I've already got. I might have to have another hospital appointment later in March. I don't want to mess that up, so it's been paused until after Comic-Con. And then hopefully I find something. The majority of the apartments that I keep seeing listed in the area that I want are shit. Well, no, they're not shit. They just don't have what I want, which is a washing machine. Why do so many of them not have the majority of them don't have a washing machine or any way that you can install one? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not going out to try and see if there's a laundrette somewhere and walk who knows how many miles. The main theory is that the tone of the voice sounds sexual to the boy. Do you think that's what it is? Because, like, some of the videos that I've had I shouldn't say blocked, sorry, limited ads on, are platonic. The first one I did with Crowley is limited ads, and it has been since I uploaded it. That one's not even romantic. It doesn't even say romance or anything romantic anywhere. Everyone's fully clothed in the thumbnail. There's nothing particularly like untoward in it. Like, that's the other thing that bothers me. I wish when your video was marked as limited ads, it would tell you why. Like, even if it can't be specific because it's a bot, it can give you. I wish it would say whether it was the video content, the audio content, the thumbnail, the title, the description, or the tags. Because it can only be one of those 6 things. Just at least tell me that. Well, like, where did you sense the thing? But they don't tell you anything. They just go, and you're like, wait, for what though? Because if it's like a line in the description, yeah, just let me delete it, you know? If they fully blocked it, I think they have to tell you why. Well, if they fully block it, I think they have to tell you why, in terms of they'll tell you whether it was sexual content, whether it was violence, whether it was discrimination, whatever, right? But they won't tell you where that was found. But for limited ads, they don't tell you whether they blocked it for sexual content, or whether they think there was violence in it, or whether they think there was discrimination in it, or whether they think whatever. So I don't know if it's because it thinks there's sexual content in it. It doesn't even tell me that. It doesn't tell me, it just says it's been marked as not suitable for all advertisers. And when I monetize a video, it gives you a list of things that you can check whether there's things in it or not. And most of my videos do have the romance. There's one that you have to tick that says romantic or sexual content, and there's different levels to it, and I always check the basic level because the higher levels are like sex. Obviously, that's not in what I've uploaded. But basically, if there's kissing in it, you have to mark it as like the lowest one, which I always do if there's kissing in it. And that's fine. Kissing and a little bit of romantic and or sexual content is allowed to be fully monetized. So whatever they're censoring they think is worse than that. And then if you tick the one that's further down that's more explicit, then it would be limited ads. And then the one that's even further down would be limited or no, I don't remember. And then if it's any more explicit than that, it shouldn't even be on YouTube. If it's like level 4, you can't even put it on YouTube, so it's like... some kind of feedback, yeah, would be nice. But they don't tell you what the thing is violating in terms of what rule, whether it's the sexual content, whether it's violence, whatever. And they also won't tell you where the thing was found, whether it was in the video, or the thumbnail, or the description. Yeah. Oh yeah, I've had those emails from Pinterest where they're like, we've taken down one of your pins for sexual content, but then it turns out... I hate those emails because you're like, one of my pins, and then you're like, oh, it's not one of my pins. When they say it's one of your pins, they make it sound like something you uploaded had sexual content, but it's not. It's something that I retweeted, essentially, on like, someone else uploaded it, and I just pinned it to my board. Why should I have to get the email saying it's been taken down? I'm not the one who uploaded it. That's like if a tweet got taken down for, like, sexual content. As if Twitter would email every person who retweeted it to also tell them, hey. Like, why do you need to do that, Pinterest? What? What is this? What? Ace Attorney? What is happening? Sorry, listen to Ace Attorney soundtrack, I'm like, oh, I think bad things are happening in this track. What? Was that a whip? I guess we got some I'm gonna just go backwards. I guess we got some shenanigans to look forward to. Last thing I want to say, sorry, which is that if you use Tumblr, and you are not aware, I did post about this on Tumblr and Discord, Tumblr's introduced a new helpful little setting that's sarcastic. It's shit. It's, it's an opt-out setting, as in, by default, you are opted into a new setting on Tumblr that makes, that means they're allowed to feed every single post you've ever made to your blog, or that anyone's reblogged from you, to AI. So if you don't want all of the content of your Tumblr blog to be fed into an AI, what you want to do is open up. I don't know how to get to it on mobile, and some people have said they found the setting on desktop but can't find it on mobile, so you want to get it up on a desktop. If you don't remember the steps I'm saying now or later, you can also go to my Tumblr, and I reblogged a post that explains how to do it. But you have to do this per blog, so it's not in your account settings, it's in your blog settings. So, if you're like me and you have like 10 different side blogs, you have to do this 10 times. I still hate that it's like an extra click to get to your settings now than it used to be because they redid the site to look like Twitter. Okay, so on mobile it's just settings, visibility, and then the option at the bottom. Is it? Because I didn't find it. To be honest, I don't use Tumblr Mobile at all, and someone says, and I did try to find where it was, but I couldn't. I could only get into my account settings, I couldn't figure out how to get into my blog settings. Or vice versa. I don't know. Anyway. For some people it's showing up on mobile, for some people it isn't. Maybe that's dependent on whether your app is up to date. I don't know. So where all your, like, blogs, accounts are on the left-hand side. I'm trying to think this through in my head. On the left-hand side, you'll have to click on each of your blogs individually, and then on the right, click on settings. Scroll down to visibility, and it's the setting that says prevent third-party sharing for insert blog username. This option will prevent blogs' contents from being shared with our licensed network of content and research partners, including those that train AI models. And by turning on that setting, you will block your content from being fed to AI. Yes, it includes when people reblog. If you've said, do not feed my content to AI, and someone who does allow their blog to be fed to AI reblogs your post, it won't get fed to AI, even though it's on someone else's blog. Why do I have 10 side blogs? /inpret. I mean, that's pretty low, to be honest. I don't think it's 10, but that's pretty low down for a Tumblr user, to be honest. Or at least, I mean, I don't know, maybe new kids on Tumblr don't have a lot of side blogs. Definitely, I mean, I've been on Tumblr, oh gosh. 11 years? 12 years? 10's in the low numbers. Question, what is Fun for the Opera and where can I find it? Oh, Fun for the Opera is a book. It's had many adaptions. I mean, the book is royalty-free, so you can find the, public domain, so you can find the entire book to read, like, online, because it's public domain. You can just find websites that have the entire book posted. I don't know if you're going after any version specifically. It's had many, many, many film adaptions, television adaptions, and musical adaptions. The most well-known adaptation of Phantom of the Opera is Andrew Lloyd Webber's musical. Which, if you want to watch that, you can search around online. I mean, it's not legally watchable online anywhere, so either buy a DVD or find somewhere to watch it. I'm not saying to do anything, I'm just saying. That being said, there definitely probably is... No, there definitely 100% is some entire bootlegs up on YouTube. So you can definitely find full versions to watch on YouTube. Not the, like, the fancy, professionally shot 25th anniversary DVD version, but other versions. Calm down, guys. I know, someone said Phantom. I know! And 140 pages and I had to stop to sleep. Oh. Still some full movies available free from YouTube Movies. Yeah, but YouTube Movies isn't free though, is it? I thought to watch any YouTube movie you have to have a YouTube Premium account. So while the movie might be free, you need to pay to have YouTube Premium in order to access any YouTube movie? Whether it's free or whether it's then you have to pay more money to rent this specific movie. I might be wrong. I've just never been able to access a YouTube movie and I don't have Premium, so I just assumed. I mean, if you ever want to check what movies are available where in terms of free streaming or paid for streaming, Letterboxd. Nice little website if people don't know how to spell it. Hashtag not sponsored by Letterboxd. You can look up any movie, or also miniseries. It's meant to just be for movies, but there's some miniseries on there. But you can look up any movie on Letterboxd, and under where, like, the movie poster is, right underneath that, it'll show you some streaming things. You can click on more, and it will show you everywhere where that movie, for example, if we were looking at the 2004 Phantom movie, Shall I just get the internet up and show you guys? This is probably easier. If you find that there's a Letterboxd account that made a Letterboxd list, because also people like to make little lists, almost like playlists on Letterboxd, and if you find one that's about European musicals, don't worry about that. Don't look at the username. It's fine. I'm not on every website. That'd be really silly. Though, perchance if someone had looked up European musicals on Letterboxd, they would be annoyed that some of them have since been deleted, like it used to have. The Mozart Das Musical Pro Shop, because, I mean, it was officially a movie, they released it on DVD, and the Elizabeth Das Musical Pro Shop, and now they're not on there anymore, which is strange. Anyway, let's go look up a movie, and then we'll play Phoenix Wright. But just because I think this is a helpful thing, because I remember telling Julie about this and she didn't know this site existed. This is, oh sorry, I spelled letterboxd wrong. I put that it had an E. Letterboxd comes from the idea, from the movie phrase. So if you've ever watched a more modern, like, widescreen movie, right, that has, well, I would demonstrate this, but I can't easily demonstrate this. So if you imagine, like, what a movie used to look like in the, when they were square, you know, they take up the whole screen. Nowadays, if you watch a movie on a TV, you'll notice there's, like, a black bar at the bottom and a black bar at the top, because the actual video is not as tall as the average TV, because movies tend to be widescreen. The black bar at the top and the bottom is called letterboxing. This has been Random Facts with Prince. I guess because the idea is, I presume it comes from the idea of it's like you're looking through, peeking through a letterbox. The lawyer's not here. Well, the game's not open yet. Green. They're just resting before. I actually had to. Oh, you do have premium. Yeah, I think that's something. So I actually had to watch my own VOD back because I couldn't remember what we'd done last stream. So I will give people a recap because if I didn't remember, I don't know if everyone else does. Maybe everyone else does, and it's just me. Let's look up the 2004 Phantom of the Opera movie. It is a movie adaptation of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical. You'll see instantly there's a lot of Phantom of the Opera. Oh hey, actually, look, this one's on. You know, this is on here. So this is what we're gonna watch in my Discord in a little bit. This is the Phantom of the Opera at the Royal Albert Hall 25th anniversary concert. And what you're gonna do is underneath, you can click where to watch. You're gonna click on all services. And because I'm in the UK, it defaults to the UK, but you can check where it's available in every country. But I'm in the UK, so it will show you everywhere that it's available to rent or buy. If you wanted to watch this particular version, which I would say if you want to see the staged version, this is the best, easiest copy to watch. Obviously, there's a lot of bootlegs of the stage version, but if you don't want to watch a bootleg, or you want something that is HD audio, HD sound, it's a decent version to watch. So if you are in the UK, if this is the version you want to watch, I'll drop the link and you can check where it's available in your country. If you're in the UK, like I'm, for example, you can rent it for money. Let me zoom in so you guys can see. In the UK, if I wanted to watch this, it would cost me $2.49 on Rakuten, $3.49 on Apple TV, $3.49 on YouTube, or I could buy it for $5.99 on Amazon, $5.99 on Apple TV, $5.99 on Rakuten, $5.99 on YouTube. Apart from I don't need to do any of those things because I own the DVD. But if I didn't own the DVD, for those of you who are in the US of A, where can you watch it? You got more options than me. If you are in the USA, you can rent it for $3.79 on Amazon, for $3.99 on Apple TV, for $3.99 on Google Play, for $3.99 on Microsoft. I didn't know they. Okay, $3.99 on whatever the fuck Voodoo is. I don't know what that is. Oh, for $3.99 on YouTube, or you can buy it. And again, this is like to purchase a digital copy, not to actually buy a physical DVD. You can buy the digital copy for $14.69 on Amazon. $14.69 on Google Play, $14.69 on YouTube, $14.99 on Apple TV, Microsoft Voodoo. Wait, why is yours like... So if you want to buy the digital copy, in America is $15, but in the UK is £5? That doesn't equal the same amount of money. Oh, sorry, America. You can also say, I only want to look at where it's available in standard definition, or if you want to watch it in HD, you can also just be like, show me the only ones in HD. So I guess it's not in HD, the YouTube version. And you could do that with any movie. If there's a movie that you want to watch, like if it was available on Netflix, it would have said Netflix. Because Netflix isn't there, then it's just not on Netflix. Like if we look at the 2004 movie with Jared Butler, that's got what I would... Or not, or it just doesn't work. It's got what I would presume is extra places. Not that many. You can get it on Sky as well. If you just want the sites where you enter a digital copy key... okay. Have you got more places you can watch the Jared Butler movie? You can watch it on Spectrum? You can rent it on Spectrum if you're in the US. What is that? I can't read what that says. I don't want to click on it. Or you can buy it. Is it AMC Theatres on Demand? I don't know if that's AMC. I can't tell if that's an A. I know AMC is a channel. Didn't know that existed. It's kind of hard to read. I'm assuming it's AMC. Oh, don't wait. Let me change it back to UK. I don't want next time I go on here to think I'm in America. But yeah, you can do that with any, like, let's pick a country at random. If we were in Japan, we wouldn't be able to watch it anywhere. Or it couldn't find where to watch it in Japan. They deserve to get to see Jared Butler. That's so sad. Oh, it's unrelated to AMC the channel? Oh. That's so sad. What if we were in Chile? Oh. Maybe it just doesn't have information. What if we were in Italy? No, maybe it just doesn't have any information, or maybe for the Phantom movie. Okay. If we're in the Netherlands, you can Google Play it. They might just not have information for those countries, I don't know. Anyway, that was my little, that was how to use Letterboxd. Definitely don't, and you can look at people's lists. It's fun to look at lists that people make. I definitely didn't at once have a hyperfixation with making lists on Letterboxd. That would be really silly. Especially if I had a list that had like 700 likes. Because I decided at one point I was making a list of every single, that someone decided that they were going to make a list of every single ballet movie or movie with ballet in that exists. The person still gets email. Oh, they put them back! The person definitely doesn't still get requests to add more things. Hey! But if you did want to look at some pro shots, but by far this isn't the only pro shots that exist, hey, they put them back on. That one was definitely down for a while. I mean, this isn't every non-English language musical. It's by far not every non-English language musical pro shot. It's just the ones I could find on Letterboxd. And, oh shit! This person looked at Letterboxd. Oh no! Oh, slipped up. But there's the Elizabeth pro shots on here: Mozart, Musketeers, Dracula, Mozart, Leopold Rock, Rudolph. That's the Hungarian production of the French musical Romeo and Juliet. The Count Monte Cristo, the St. Gallen production, Notre Dame de Paris. The Kadozuka production of Jan Kopit's Phantom. That is Mozart again, but they did it a year later. Sun King. That's one of the Kadozuka Elizabeths. I don't know why that's the only one on here. The other two Draculas, the French Dracula musicals we don't talk about. More productions, Notre Dame de Paris. Some random Kadozuka musicals I could find. The Sailor Moon musicals were on here for some reason. And, what's right at the bottom? What's right at the bottom after the Sailor Moon? You don't need to know. There's a reason why this is the last in the list. No matter how into European musicals I convert you, don't watch the 10 Commandments. It's bad. And it's not even bad in, like, a fun way. Oh god. I streamed it with a bunch of people in my European musicals Discord, and it was just, no. It's the same plot as The Prince of Egypt. Just watch The Prince of Egypt. The Prince of Egypt's great. You don't need to watch this. It's so bad. It's in French. As I say, it's the plot of The Prince of Egypt. Apart from they don't explain any of the plot. It's completely sung through with, like, kind of pop songs. But they're very generic. In terms of they don't really explain the plot. They just sound like they could be, like, from, like, a jukebox musical and be, like, songs on the radio. So, everyone who I was watching the musical with had no idea what was happening. I don't even know if they named the characters. They definitely never mentioned that Moses and Ramesses were brothers. Because that was confusing a lot of people. Until I realized I was gonna have to narrate the entire... The only way that anyone understood the plot was by me narrating it by just recapping the plot of The Prince of Egypt and hoping this musical kept it the same. It does. I mean, it's a Bible story. God, this is bad. Don't. The songs are forgettable. The only moment where we perked up was pretty late in the musical because, like, one of the background dancers, like, didn't have a shirt. There was just full-on titty. I don't know how that was allowed. We all saw it. And we were all, like, very much asleep by this point because this musical's bad. And then that thing, we were all just like, wait a minute, I'm sorry. What, did we hallucinate? Maybe it's just because we're all so tired. But no. So I guess if you're into watching a incredibly boring musical that is the same plot of The Prince of Egypt, apart from they never explain the plot, so if you haven't seen The Prince of Egypt, you won't understand anything that's or if you haven't read the Bible story, you won't have any idea what is happening. But like 5 minutes from the end there's a titty, and then maybe Lindy's Commandments is for you. Hi, Livo. I almost wish I could get the 2 hours back that I spent watching this. What are the reviews like? Oh, they're in French. I don't want to be mean. They're probably also... Okay, this person said Prince of Egypt. This person gave it 1 star. This person gave it 2.5. And I don't know what it says. Is that all the reviews? Yep. You know? I don't know French. I don't speak French, but je déteste la musique. I think I can guess what that means. I'm gonna take a wild stab in the dark. I kind of want to know what the other one says now. But I mean, it's not good, is it? It's got 1 star and 2.5 stars. That was you're very generous giving this a 2.5. Like, I can't even recommend it to watch as like a funny bad musical because it's so boring that it's not funny. But give it a go if you want. See if you can spot. So, just watch Prince of Egypt. There's my review. Watch Prince of Egypt instead. I'm curious. I kind of want to know what the one person who actually left a bit of a long review said. What did they say? No plot, only vibe. So if you like the vibe, I guess you like the thing, except I didn't like the vibe, so... The choreography was nice, and the decor was fine, but the songs are annoying, the love interests are unbearable. They only exist to tell us that Moses is cool. Luckily, there's a revolutionary mom being a badass woman in there, but... That's it. And they're like, no plot, only vibe. So if you like the vibe, it's for you. But I didn't like the vibe, so... Also, the fact that you gave this musical 2.5 stars, but yet said all the songs are annoying. How can you give it a 2.5 out of 5 if you think all the songs are bad? So I think they were quite generous with that 2.5. Also, wait, why are the two love interests are unbearable? The only sister tells Moses is cool. Why are there 2 love interests? I don't remember that from the preview. That's the other thing that we couldn't understand, and I still don't know. Which is, So, from the Prince of Egypt, there's Zipporah, right? That's the lady he only has the 1 love interest. Who's just like a normal girl. She's not like rich or anything. But in the musical, there definitely was like another girl hanging around him and Ramesses. And because they don't explain anything in this musical, they don't even say that Moses and Ramesses are brothers. And this other girl isn't in the Prince of Egypt, which is the only reference I have for the plot. I think we all just presumed like, oh, I guess they have a sister? Because I could definitely see it that the real Ramesses probably had a sister that the movie just didn't include. But then they kind of flirted with us, like, okay, so she's not the sister. But then she kind of flirted, as far as I'm aware, with maybe both Moses and Ramesses, so I'm like, wait, are they meant to be setting up a love triangle? Because again, there's no dialogue, they're just singing pop songs that don't tell the plot, so it's like, who is she? Who is this girl? We just because she just sits with the family all the time, so we just assumed she was related to them. Although, I mean, to be fair, if she was the sister and flirting with them, that would be pretty accurate to actual ancient Egyptian families. But like, oh, ancient Egyptian pharaoh royal families. But like, I don't think that's what they were going for. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if that's what they were going for. Don't watch the Ten Commandments. I know you weren't going to. Yes, there is also a movie by the same name. It's not the movie from the 50s. Let me find the movie that I know it's not a movie that was in the 50s because the movie had Val Kilmer in it. Oh, okay, no, this stage musical came first. My apologies. The movie was based on the... I'm sorry, somebody saw this and thought we need a movie based on it. Which is the Ten Commandments, the musical. I cryptid. That's Val Kilmer. Which is interesting that Val Kilmer is Moses, because also didn't he also... What, hang on. Wasn't he the voice of Moses in the... Hang on. Wasn't he the voice of Moses in the Prince of Egypt? Hang on. Not the singing voice, but just the speaking voice. Wasn't he? Yeah, he is! Oh, Val Kilmer's Weird Funky Life, where he's been in 2 different musicals. Wait, if I had a nickel for every time Val Kilmer voiced Moses in a musical, apparently I'd have 2 nickels. Okay, Golden. This movie is based on obviously, the Bible, and also the 1950s film. The stage musical, and this is based on... Oh my god. This musical is an adaptation of... Oh my god, okay. The stage musical is not based on anything other than the Bible. But this movie with Val Kilmer is based off the French stage musical, plus the Bible, plus the 1950s movie that you're thinking of. So, while the French stage musical is not based on the 50s movie, there is a movie that's based on the French musical combined with the Alright. Oh, is it? Oh, it's on stage. I don't know why I thought it was a movie musical. Alright. Adam Lambert's in it too. What? When was this? Oh, 2004. Oh, so because this came out shortly after Adam Lambert won American Idol, the DVD cover has his face in big on the front, even though he literally plays a minor character. Alright. Wait, what do you mean? In 2022, the musical premiered in the English language with an American adaptation? The US cast recording the first single, The Maximum Pains of the... No! No! What? It got a 2020... I haven't caught up on the Ten Commandments in a while. It got a 2022... Directed by David Sereno, also starring as Moses in New York. US cast album, blah blah blah. For this production, he was awarded theatrical excellence by the Musical Radio Theatre and was nominated for Best Directing Performance at the 2022 Broadway World Awards. Did you... Okay. Opera singer decided to take it over to America. I guess they didn't hate it. Well, no, we've gone down a rabbit hole. I didn't... Okay, we're leaving that behind. Maybe I've hyped up it too much and now you're like, it can't be that, but... Look, someone put it on YouTube with English subtitles. I think it got taken down, so I did put it on... It's on Internet Archive with English subtitles. I warned you. Anyway, game time. I started it late on purpose because I, wanted to get a lot of work done this morning. As in me starting to stream late. I didn't think I was going to talk for an hour and a half, though. Apologies. That means I'm going to be able to stream for less than 2 hours. I mean, I'll be playing the game for less than 2 hours, so we might not get very far. Apologies. I hope me talking about the 10 Commandments wasn't completely boring. Steam? Sorry, we're all seeing what's happening, right? Look, what is Steam? What is it doing? Why is it- Guy! You saw that, right? What's happening? I've got like 3 different boxes. This is meant to be the game, which is what the Steam top bar was floating down, so it shouldn't have even been in there. None of these are what I want. I've got 3 boxes. I can't drag this one. Why was it sliding? Oh no, it's doing it again. And now it's disappeared. Ninja, thank you for the 100 bits. Steam's having a problem. Oh, it looks not Steam. You look normal. Are you okay? For those that don't know, Snufkin, Melody of Moomin? I forgot the tagline. The Snufkin Moomin game comes out in 6 days. Thank you for the 100 bits, Ninja. Welcome in. I'm trying to open the game. I'm trying to open Phoenix Wright. Well. Oh, cool. Why was there an error? You know what? We're gonna close Steam all the way. Waiting for the game to shut down. You said it didn't even open. What do you mean? Alright, well, we're just gonna restart stream. I mean, not stream. Steam. While it does that, what happened? Where did we leave off? I asked that because I forgot, and I had to go back and watch my own VOD. So we finished day 2 of the trial? Whatever, we finished a day of the trial. I don't remember what day it was. We've proven... Oh, well. We've been trying to prove that it wasn't Miles who shot the other man. Oh, that looks like how it did before. Oh? It's white? The box is white this time? Anyway, we know it wasn't Miles because blah, 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 blah. We found out... Sorry, I'm trying to remember what we found out and what we didn't find out because, Oh, Capcom! I've never been so happy to see you. So we found, yeah, so what did we find out last time? We found out how Miles' papa, died. Miles saw his own papa get killed. I have a, what? Wait. No, okay, this is where the game is, but there's also a black box here that the game's meant to, okay, it was just a ghost. I touched it and it, oh, it's back. Oh. Well, let's just keep it behind the, let's just put it behind the game. Uh-oh. OBS says it's not responding. Oh no. Oh no. Hi, you guys were, hi, OBS crashed for a second. I think mentioning the 10 Commandments is because the stream. Alright, let's just press enter. Oh boy, okay. If I miss any stuff in the recap, and you guys want to see what you missed, we're currently in case 4 of game 1. I have a VODs channel on YouTube that backs up all of the stuff. So, we learn Miles' papa died when he was a boy, and Miles was there. Him and his dad and another worker were in an elevator. During an earthquake, they got stuck in there, deprived of oxygen in the dark for like 5 hours. And when they got rescued, Miles' dad had been shot. So, logical conclusion, if Miles knows it wasn't him, and the dad didn't do it to himself, must have been the third person in the elevator. Who was he? We don't know. But that's not the current case we're trying to solve. We're currently trying to solve who got shot in the boat. But Phoenix has proposed the theory that the murder victim was already dead, and then the murderer killed Robert, and then got in the boat with Miles, pretending to be Robert, and then pretended to shoot Miles, and then flung himself off the boat to make it look to any bypasser that he'd the one who'd been shot. I know it sounds convoluted, but yeah. Night Howler, thank you so much for the follow. I presume, hopefully not wrongly, that you came from Discord. So welcome in. We are quite deep into a case, so sorry if things don't make sense. I can't recap everything because it would take hours and I don't remember everything. Thank you so much for the first time chat. Welcome in. Yes, Scream. Polly Boatman. So I'd forgotten too. I was like, where did we leave off? I know we finished a court session, but I couldn't remember where we were. So here's directly where we left off. Well, not so. There was another witness. This boatman, the guy who runs the boat shack, claims to have seen things. We interrogated him. His story didn't add up, but he's an old forgetful man. He shouldn't even be on the stand, you know? So they let him sit outside. We kept talking, and then Phoenix is like, well, it must have been the boatman who did the murder. He's the only other person there. And the judge is like, I don't know if I believe you, Phoenix, but alright, bring the boatman back in. Bailiff, bring the boatman back in. What do you mean you can't bring the boatman back in? He disappeared. He's on the run. Oh, that's suspicious. Boatman's gone. He's gone. We don't know where he is, and we don't know who he was. He gave a fake name, whilst possibly pretending to be a forgetful old man, or he genuinely might. Who knows? But it's looking like maybe he was pretending, cause he's gone. Uh-oh. I know then the whole murder has to do with Edgeworth's pa dying, and also the whole thing where Maya's mom disappeared. You see why I don't have the time to recap all of this, because it ties into other cases we've done. So we ended up with the judge being like, well, we're gonna have to pause the trial till we can find Boatman. And then I went to talk with them. We had a little talk with Larry and Edgeworth about our childhood days, and Phoenix became a lawyer. And we found out why Phoenix became a lawyer, why he became a defense attorney. And the logical thing, after seeing the fact that, like, Miles stood up for Phoenix when he was wrongly accused of something at school, and then him and Phoenix and Larry all became best friends, you're like, oh! So, and Miles wanted to be a defense attorney because his dad was. Then changed his mind and became a heartless prosecutor once his dad was killed, and his dad's murderer got off innocent because of his defense attorney. So Phoenix was like, fuck defense attorneys, they get criminals off, I'm gonna become a prosecutor instead, and then got mentored by shitty, probably abusive Von Karma. So we're like, oh, but so Phoenix got inspired to become a defense attorney because Miles stuck up for him at school. Because Miles talked about so much about how cool his dad was, how cool his defense attorney dad was, and how much he wanted to be like him. So that's why Phoenix became a defense attorney, right? That's what he meant by became a defense attorney because of Edgeworth, because he was inspired by Edgeworth, right? Right? No! not to accidentally quote H. Bomber Guy, but, yeah, no. After Miles transferred away, Phoenix really missed him. After he transferred schools, Phoenix really missed him and kept trying to ring Miles or write to him, and Miles wouldn't, return any of his letters or any of his calls. And Phoenix was getting desperate. He needed to see Miles again for apparently completely heterosexual reasons. And so he became a defense attorney because he knew that Edgeworth had become a prosecutor. And Edgeworth wouldn't return any of his calls, wouldn't let him see him in person, wouldn't write to him. So he's like, I'm gonna become a defense attorney. Because if I qualify, if I become a defense attorney, Miles is like the number one, like, or I guess number two after Von Karma, like one of the best prosecutors. if I become a defense attorney, inevitably, I am gonna be opposite Miles in a courtroom. And then he'll have to talk to me. Like, he... Nothing to do with wanting to defend innocent people, or like, because like, I was falsely accused as a kid, and I don't want anyone else to go through that. No, it was purely, I want to see Edgeworth, and he won't return my calls, so I'm going to go to law school and become a defense attorney, so that, because eventually, one of my cases will have to be opposite Edgeworth, and then I'll get to see him! You'll ever change your entire career because your crush won't return your calls, right? So... you know... Oh my god, it was freezing this morning. I was warm yesterday and I was absolutely freezing this morning. I had to put like so many extra layers of clothes on. And it started hailstorming. And it was so dark. I'm boiling now. I'm actually thinking I'm gonna open my window. I've got shorts and a t-shirt on now instead of actually opening my window. What is today's weather been? And it's sunny now. Okay. So, that's where we left off. Is we were talking to Edgeworth about the past, and we were like, Edgeworth, didn't you, and Maya's like, didn't you know that was the reason why Phoenix became a lawyer, and he's like, oh, no, but, oh. And I think that's about where we left off. So, what we have to do now, hi Edgeworth, is keep proving that Edgeworth is innocent. The judge is buying it, however, he kind of needs us to pin it on. It's like, well, if Edgeworth didn't do it, who did? So we gotta find out who did. Which, if we suspect it's the boat guy, okay. He's disappeared. He's disappeared and we didn't even know what his real identity is. So I think what the mission is now is to, one, hopefully find out where he went, and two, hopefully find out who the fuck he is. Now, I know who he is. Now, here's the other thing. Because we've had this happen, so I must stipulate this every single time. Do not spoil the game for me. I've never played any of the Ace Attorney games. I don't know the plots. I don't know who done it. I don't know what evidence to use where. Please do not tell me. If I out loud go, oh, I wonder if I used, oh, I wonder what item I used here, or oh, I wonder if this was happened. Please don't type in chat confirming or denying. Let me think out. I have to think out loud. I literally like internal monologue out loud. I can't do it in my head. I can't process my thoughts unless I do them out loud. Also, this is a stream, so it'd be really boring if I just thought in my head. So, unless I say, chat, help me with this, please don't. But yes, I do know who the boatman is because years before I ever thought I was going to play these games, I really like Miles. I really like him. I really like Edgeworth, and so I, you know, as one does when you think I really like that character, you'd read the entire fandom wiki page about them. So I do know more details. I know more details about his dad's murder than what we've learnt so far in the game. I know more details about this case in specific in terms of like who the boatman is and who did it. However, I don't know what evidence we have to use to prove it. I don't know where we find the evidence. So it's not like I don't know it's not like I know the walkthrough for this whole thing. I don't know like what things to pick apart in court and what things to object to. I know what the end result is, but I don't know how we get there. And for all the other cases, I don't know. I don't know anything on any of the other cases. So this is the only one because it's so Miles-centric. She's what we want to like him. He starts off as an asshole. And then over time, you know, he realizes, wait, shit, maybe every criminal the police catch isn't guilty. Maybe some of them are innocent. And even, like, comes around to kind of helping us once he realizes, going from, like, purposely helping witnesses falsify their testimony, hiding witnesses, destroying evidence, is now, like, if you, like, was then realizing that someone was lying on the stand and was actually helping us prove that they were lying. Because, oh, Miles... we gotta show him that there's still goodness in the world. what we did is we were talking. He loves Von Karma. He's like, Von Karma, like, took me in and taught me everything he knows, and we're like, oh, yeah? Really? Because, Miles, it's kind of giving also, like, given the way you were before and the way you are now and the way Von Karma is, I kind of feel like he kind of was the kind of, like, boys don't cry. Man, oh, you can't have any feelings kind of person. That's, you know, are you sure? Oh, right, yeah, I mentioned that last time. We are kind of carrying around a photo of Miles's dead dad's corpse. Let's not tell him that. I don't think he's gonna want to go on that date. if we whip that one out of the pockets. Alright, I think I did everything with Miles before. So I think what we do, we've already been in the office, because that's where Larry is. I guess we're going back to the park. It's another day of investigating. We gotta know what the fuck was up with Boatman. Hey pal, long time no see. Oh! Detective Gumshoe! Close one today. I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. But do you mean ripped? It's not, you can't like snap a piece of fabric. It's not the right texture. Sorry about that. No problem, pal. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have that scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come what may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now I'm off to catch me a criminal. I didn't understand why people shipped Gumshoe and Edgeworth until this chapter, and then I'm like, oh, he's actually, like, really loyal to Edgeworth. Like, everyone else in the office is fully buying that Edgeworth did it, and he's the only cop who's like, no, he would never! He's a good man! He'd never kill anyone! And also the only one who was being sensitive about Edgeworth's fear of fucking earthquakes, whereas, like, Maya and Phoenix were almost like, what's he doing? Crawling up in a ball on the floor, and I'm like, guys, he's clearly fucking terrified, and then you find out why is because he was trapped in an elevator during an earthquake for hours and almost died from the oxygen deprivation. And his dad actually did die, but not from the oxygen, from being shot. You headcanon what Tetris has two hands. I might have read a fanfic a while back about, look, I like the idea of fuck. Mafia boss Edgeworth and undercover cop Gumshoe, like he's in the mafia inner circle but he's secretly a cop, and Edgeworth finds out. But like Gumshoe's, because you know he's a bit of an idiot. Like, you love him, but he's a bit of an idiot. Well, I didn't love him I've come around to liking him. Edgeworth is like, well, obviously I can't just let you go, but Gumshoe's fully like ride or die Edgeworth by this point. He's like, I'll tell you whatever I need to know. I really like you, Mr. Edgeworth. And you're like, he's just instantly willing to betray all the police. And Edgeworth is like, well, I can't just let you go, because you could tell the cops all of my secrets. However, I don't want to kill you, so you're just gonna stay with me now. And it's like, oh my god, he's just gonna stay with him now. That fic got me a bit like, alright, maybe I don't hate this ship. Okay. Pure of heart, dumb of ass. But you know, I mean, if Edgeworth was like, came up to me like that and was like, give me all the information while being all seductive, like, I'd be like, okay. So, I mean, Detective Gumshoe sure is active today. Oh, he's back. Sorry, Gumshoe, we weren't talking about you potentially making out with my, one other thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? Where Lotta was camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found out. Yeah! Wait, how did the park ranger only just find out that Lotta's been camping back there? Like, She's been camping next to the no camping sign for like 4 days now. How has it taken like 4 days to find her? I mean, she's like, not exactly kept herself secret. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Lotta's in a lot of trouble. Ah, she's been arrested. This is not funny, man. Anyway, I'll be seeing tomorrow. I don't think there'll be anything. Oh, not the burbs. Yeah, okay, it's just the same stuff as ever. If it's the same dialogue we already got, I'm not reading it out loud. My voice already gets pretty dead after these streams. That's true, maybe he went away for Christmas. Huh? Oh, it is! I forgot it! I was just like, yep, same scene as ever. And then Phoenix like, huh? The steel eyesore's missing. I'm like, oh right, yeah, forgot that was a discovery that we'd made last time. Eyesore? Looks like the hot dog stand's closed too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Oh, sorry. The problems this lake causes. I don't like it. I mean, everything that happened here turned out to be a lie. Gordy was a lie, and the charges against Mr. Edgeworth were all lies. I guess you're right. I mean, I'm glad the charges were all lies, but still. Victor! We only just got into the game, so you haven't really missed much. Thank you so much for the resub. Enjoy your emotes and your no ads on my stream time. Stream. Don't know why I phrase it like that. Huh. Oh, that's the same as forever. But you never know if there's new stuff. I mean, I don't know why the boatman would come back to the scene of the crime. Guess Larry has today off. He was pretty happy about saving Mr. Edgeworth. True. We owe him big. I don't like the sounds of these birds. Sister, welcome in! We haven't been playing the game very long. But maybe we can investigate the boat shop and find... Maybe we'll find something with a piece of his information on. So, either Boatman is genuinely forgetful and genuinely a forgetful old man who was manipulated into doing the murder, or is a big fat stinking liar. And he was faking it, but... Well, here's the thing. Here's the things that we found out. Is one, obviously the boat rental man has got memory issues, or is pretending to. We don't know yet. And also that... I think, yeah, I can talk about this because we started to make this connection last time. I couldn't remember if we had or not. Back in the olden days of Miles's dad getting killed, there's baby Miles, his dad, and someone who worked in the courtroom in that elevator, and which was Yanni Yogi. Obviously, if baby Miles didn't do it and his dad didn't shoot himself, Yanni was the one who was found guilty. He was put on trial. His lawyer got him off. Well, he wasn't found guilty. Sorry, he was arrested. He was found innocent. Well, or it was that there wasn't enough evidence to concretely prove anything. You know, it's basically his word against the word of everyone else in the elevator. No one could prove one way or another, so no one was found guilty. But God, we learnt this, right? I don't want to say something we didn't learn. It was in the case notes, right? That afterwards, Yanni, like, had trauma from the event. Oh, that's... No, yes, because his lawyer got him off also because of, like, reasons of insanity, because he was having trauma after the event and was having, like... Had, like, a mental breakdown and then was having memory issues, and it's like, oh! So there's two people in these two cases who have memory issues? Oh, no, that's right, because of the lack of oxygen. Yeah, he ended up with some brain damage because of being deprived of oxygen for so long. So, like... So they were saying, like, he couldn't be found guilty because he was so oxygen deprived at the time that he wasn't of sound mind when he did do the murder. That's right. I tell you, I can't remember what we did last week. So that's interesting. We have somebody who, like, ended up with memory issues and brain... And now we've got somebody now who has memory issues. And who's got something... Who has a vendetta against Miles. And knew about Miles's murder because his bird knows about it. Sorry for snapping. That old caretaker got away. Yep. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. I'd know that clear into the throat anyway. Fuck are you doing here? Okay. Oh, hello. What might you be doing here? Out for a walk, Ah, the days of my youth. Like the scent of fresh lemon, you see? Mr. Grossberg? This is not the time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw of today's trial, Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. Oh yeah, Miles had been saying he had nightmares about murders and stuff. What do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. If you find anything out, come by my office at once. I may be able to offer you some assistance. Well, I was going to, since your office is still a location. I just didn't expect to find you here. Thanks. Bye. What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here anyway? Who knows? Can we go in the shack? Doesn't look like anyone's around. The caretaker must have run for the hills, huh? Yeah, looks like it. I mean, is of sound mind enough to run away? I think Grossberg feels guilty about everything. I mean, he only wasn't helping in the last case because he was being blackmailed. Sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say about Mr. Yeah, so if he genuinely is, then it's like, well, he genuinely did get brain damage. So like, oh, so he's not faking being forgetful. But then if he's not faking being forgetful, how the fuck would he have carried out this murder? Like, to kill Robert Madge, to then impersonate him, shoot Edgeworth, or like shoot past Edgeworth and then fall in the water to make it look as if like someone got shot, go bang bang with the gun to make people look and then fall in the water so people think whoever fell in the water got shot, and then just swim back to his boat shop. Like, that's a lot of planning. And then, you know, and then did he call 911? I don't think he did. No one said that he was the one who made the 911 call. So who the fuck made the 911 call? I think we're still missing a witness. And mayhaps the missing male witness is the reason why memory issue Yanni Yogi, well, whoever he is. Why Mr. Boatman, because how was he able to carry it out on his own? Unless whoever made the 911 call was helping, or unless it wasn't Mr. Boatman and it was whoever made the 911 call. I'm still suspicious of this person who made the 911 call to the police who hasn't been called to the witness stand. Did the bird make the 999 call? Oh my god. Yeah, but then the operator would have to have said, but the bird only answers questions if you say her name first, right? Or you have to, like, I forgot what the secret phrase is. You have to say something something Polly or whatever. So, I don't know. That's the 911 operator knew. He didn't seem like a bad person. Interesting, yeah, we can't go inside. So Maya didn't think he seemed... Did he leave the bird behind? So Maya didn't think he seemed like... Well, I guess he didn't have time to pick the bird up. So Maya thought he didn't seem like a bad person. And he does seem to genuinely have the memory issue. Otherwise, why would he tell them to the bird? And if he is Yanni Yogi, which is looking very likely, then he does genuinely have some brain damage. which would give him a legit reason for the memory issues, you know, an explanation for him, you know, not to be faking it and just acting it. The perspective on that safe on top of the TV was freaked me out for a second because it's not the same. It's like a different angle from the box at the bottom. Anyway, but mine could have been sound to make the 911 call, but not the murder. Maybe. Well, we'll see. He did leave the bird. Nobody's home. Hello, hello. Squawk. Hey, it's Polly! I wonder where your owner's gone, Polly. Hello, hello, Squawk. I'm not doing a bird voice. I can't believe he'd run off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Yeah. Hey, Maya, why don't we ask the- why don't you ask the parrot where he's gone? Wait, who's gonna feed- I mean, I guess there's food on the table. That's not really bird food, though. Maybe I should take care of Polly, Nick? You probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Well, okay, that's a lot of faith, Nick. Sorry, Polly. He says I can't take you. Great, now the bird's gonna hate me. It doesn't look like he used this kitchen much. You're right. I guess the whole pasta restaurant thing was a lie. What? You thought he was telling the truth? Maya, did you think he also just ran a pasta shop out of... Oh, Maya. Everything's cold. Looks like he didn't turn his heater on. Guess he hasn't been back here since the trial. Say, Nick, don't people usually put pictures of fish on the wall to boast about them? Yeah, I guess so. You mean pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right, but don't all the fish on the wall here look really puny to you? Well, you know what they say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker and we did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations? That's twice she's been, like, confused. Why does he have fish on the wall that are small? Why does he have fish on the wall that aren't in the lake? Maya, maybe he just likes fish. Also, yeah, Polly told us the safe combination, but then we couldn't enter it into the safe. Hopefully we can now. Maybe we couldn't because the caretaker was here. But last time we were here, Polly told us that... I'm sorry, I didn't expect that reaction from looking at the trash can. Ah! What's wrong? Huh? Oh, never mind. What? Tell me. Just, when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a Pink Princess special this week. Oh my god, Maya. Oh. See? That's why I didn't want to tell you. Safe. That reminds me, Nick. Polly here knows the number to the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Polly, what's the number to the safe? 1228, squad. Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Oh, but clues, Nick. But hey, he keeps it locked, right? There must be something of value in there. I'm not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. Guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. Ooh. A letter? See? Oh no, I was like, don't say it. Don't say it, don't say it, don't say it, don't say it. I'm so sorry. My brain is Game Grumps. If I say a letter, question mark, my brain, I was like, don't say C for cranberry. Don't say C for You don't have to do it. You're stronger than this, but apparently I'm not stronger. Apparently if I say a letter, my brain's gonna go, C for cranberry. Like, thanks, thank you, thank you, Game Grumps, for playing, what the fuck is the game even called? Oh no, Trauma Center. There you go. Get it? Because this is a funny joke, because it's just the letter C, that's all it says on it. There's a play on word anyway. There's no name or signature on this thing. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Oh, Nick, that seems important, doesn't it? Edgeworth? Nick? Why would Mr. Edgeworth's name be on here? How should I know? I'm gonna read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now's the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. Oh. I'm piecing things together based on what I know, but I can't tell you because you don't know the things that I know. So what I can tell, I've got to like be like, what can I say? I mean, that would be proof of like, if the boatman did do it, someone prompted, if the boatman is the murderer, then someone else told him to do it. And I'm guessing by the 2 men who ruined your life, they're saying Robert Madge being one, who was Yanni Yogi, likely the boatman's lawyer, in the case of Miles's dead dad. And Miles was, I mean, I guess technically the witness. I mean, they didn't see anything, it was dark. But I guess he could be saying, but what? Wait, why would his lawyer have ruined his life? His lawyer got him off innocent. Well, I mean, I guess you could argue maybe Yanni would have preferred to have been found innocent rather than not guilty by reason of it. See, I don't like, in the States, you call it not guilty by reason of insanity. Here, in the UK, we call it guilty by reason of insanity. Because, yeah, like, even if you genuinely are found, like, quote-unquote insane at the time, you're still guilty of doing it. I know the consequences are the same. Even if you're found not guilty by reason of insanity, you still have to, like, you're not just let out on the street, but, like... Anyway, that's a different nitpick. That confuses me that you phrase it that way. Maybe he would have rather have been found innocent rather than not guilty by reason of insanity. Because I'm like, okay, if he hates baby Miles because Miles was, like, a witness who said he did it, then okay. I could see him hating Miles if he's like, I killed Miles' dad, and then Miles was there and was a witness, so I guess I could understand him wanting to get rid of Miles if Miles is the only witness left alive. But the case, in one day, the case is past its, I forgot the word. Statute of limitations. So it doesn't even matter. But I'm like, okay, if he doesn't want revenge on Miles because Miles said he did it, but why would he want revenge on his lawyer? Why would he kill his own lawyer who got him off? Unless he's like, yeah, my lawyer, but unless he's just like, yeah, but I wanted to be found innocent and he said that I did it, but I was just insane. I mean, I do know, but I can't tell you. So I'm trying to say, based on the information we have now, like, I have a pretty good idea who wrote this letter, but only because I know things. I gotta be so... I don't want to spoil it for any of you guys. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder plot in detail. There you go. I was gonna say, for someone with memory issues, this plan seemed like it had to work in very specific ways. So there's the proof that he didn't act alone. I mean, he kind of did, but like, someone else came up with the plot for him. How to kill Rob... Oh, his name's Robert Hammond. What did I call him? Oh my god, did I call him Robert Madge? I think that's what I said earlier. I'm sorry. Robert Madge is a musical actor and TikToker. Oh no, not... Oh. My brain got my Roberts confused. I keep getting recommended so many of his TikToks. Okay. So Robert Madge has his own musical that did very well on the West End called My Son's a Queer, But What Can You Do? Robert uses they them pronouns. They are taking it to Broadway. However, it's been delayed. It was meant to open on Broadway like a few weeks ago, but it's been delayed by like a month. They make silly, goofy, like musical theatre themed TikToks. And I'd been aware of the musical they'd made, and I was aware of them on TikTok, because of course I get musical theatre content recommended to me. And then what I didn't realise until a while after, is I've seen Robert Madge before, and so will you, because they play Gavroche when they were a little baby in the 25th anniversary concert production of Les Mis. And then once I knew that, I was like, oh god, it is there. Oh. Anyway, I'm sorry I accidentally called fictional murder victim Robert Hammond. I did well to remember his name was Robert. What I think of is he didn't have as bad of memory problems, but the lawyer convinced him to pretend he did. Ooh. We'll see. How to kill Robert Hammond and Paige Edgeworth. Calling Edgeworth out to the lake. Getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. Hey! Proof we were right. It's all here. In perfect detail. So one, that proves that the murder happened how we said it did. Well, now we have a letter proving that Edgeworth is innocent. However, it means we have an extra criminal to catch. Because now we know Boatman didn't work alone. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for that caretaker. When he killed Ron Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing. We know he's got memory problems, so for all we know, he might have... I know, like, here's the thing. Saying... Golden raises the point of maybe he didn't have as bad a memory problem. Maybe the lawyer manipulated him or convinced him that he remembered things differently. That's one thing. But if we know that he had brain damage, then it's one thing to be like, maybe his lawyer manipulated him. More than that, maybe whoever wrote that letter manipulated him. Like, if we're going under the idea he's easy to manipulate, maybe the fact that we were just like, why would he have beef with baby Edgeworth? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Maybe the person in the letter is just trying to convince him that he did. I don't know. Well, who could have written the letter? And what does it mean to get revenge on Miles Edgeworth? Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain. This letter is an amazing clue. And you didn't want to open the safe. Oh, we can look at it again. There's nothing left in the safe. I wonder why the caretaker didn't take the letter with... I guess he couldn't afford coming back to the scene of the crime. He left in a hurry, right? I don't think he even came back here after the trial. He also might have not remembered it was there. Oh no, there's no talk option. That's all we're getting from Polly. Oh. What? Oh, the fishing rod. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gumshoe. Don't you think the caretaker would mind? Well, we can just leave in the metal detector in exchange. Maybe we'd better not. Maya, that's... Why don't we exchange it for the other... I know we don't have the fishing rod on us anymore, but like, Maya, those things don't work the same. I guess we gotta go see Grossberg. We're gonna move all the way back. We gotta go all the way back to the entrance to be able to go anywhere else. Okay, here we go. Wait, Grossberg isn't an option? I guess we'll go see Gumshoe. I swear it was there before. Looks like Tim Gumshoe hasn't got back yet. Gumshoe? He won't be coming back today. Oh, really? He said there was some guy out to arrest by tomorrow. Poet shop caretaker. He shouted something about catching him if it's the last thing I do, pal. Good luck, Gumshoe. I don't think there's any point in... No, Grossberg's not an option. What the fuck? Hey, Miles! Hey, Miles! Don't accidentally show him the picture of his dead dad. Edgeworth. See this letter? Hmm? This came out of the safe in the shack where that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge? On me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant? You got declared guilty or something? Nice, right. But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. So, he was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now is the time to get revenge on the 2 men who ruined your life. 2 men. Meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance? Last chance. Oh, sorry, the Phoenix. Last chance. Wait, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitations on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who he is? Yogi? Could he be Yogi? Yogi? The suspect in the DL6 incident. The one who was found innocent. Yanni Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. I was gonna say he was dressed up more like a bailiff, but for some reason earlier they said he was like a secretary or something. I'm like, but he's dressed like a fucking guard. We just happened to be in the elevator together 15 years ago. It's weird seeing the room empty. You know, you could— oh, I was like, what? Oh, I was like, I was about to say, you know, if you wanted to simulate the earthquake, you could at least, like, shake the camera around rather than just, like, statically show the courtroom. And then I remembered, in settings, the only thing I changed is I turned off shaky cam. I didn't know why there would be a shaky cam, but I turned it off because I have motion sickness. I'm thinking this was where the shaky cam was meant to be. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned, and the darkness closed in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet! I said quiet! You're not making this any easier. I want to get out! Help! Get us out! Don't shout! You'll just use up more oxygen! That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. In court, Yanni Yogi's mental condition was called into question. They claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed in court, and Yogi was found innocent. Huh. But isn't that strange? This letter tells him to get revenge on Edgeworth. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right. Yeah? There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. Edgeworth, I feel the same. You mean the nightmare? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed. A memory of a murder. I think the time has come to tell all. I'm gonna take a little drink. It's gonna be a bit of talking. For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. No wonder he's grumpy. I mean, I feel like I've been having nightmares every fucking night this week. I wake up in a fearful sweat. Every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing. In the dark. Help! I can't breathe! Quiet, I said quiet. You're not making this any easier. I want to get out. Help, get us out. Don't shout, you'll just use up more oxygen. I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air. I'll stop you. What? What are you? Stop breathing my air. No, father. He's attacking father. Then I see the pistol lying at my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court, or the bailiffs. In a daze, I pick up the pistol. Get away! Get away from my father! We all okay? I'm gonna continue. Wow. Sorry, that wasn't serious. It's a dream! It's just a dream! And with that scream, I wake. It's a bone-chilling scream. Oh, sorry, I didn't do it justice. I didn't want to actually scream and hurt my voice. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. But... That's just a dream, right? Right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But... what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say sometimes that people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. What? If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Yogi was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are we going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do, like it or not. If there's someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe... There is, Nick! There is someone else who knows about DL6. We okay? It's just a dream. Oops. Sorry, now's not the time to show you my badge. It's just a dream. If we look at it that way. Well, what if we don't, Miles? It's just a dream. Mr. Grossberg. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. But he was a child who... He was a child who threw a gun out of fear because, yeah, if Miles's dream is true, then what happened was he threw a gun. He didn't shoot it. He threw a gun in fear because a man was attacking his dad to death, possibly, right? I mean, if he's, like, attacking and possibly choking out a guy who's already oxygen, like, right? Like, if Miles's dream is true, then he's, like, a 6-year-old who threw a gun at a guy who was attacking his father, and the gun went off by accident, because you shouldn't throw guns, and it just so happened to kill his dad. So you're telling me, yeah, which does still mean, if Miles' dream is true, Yogi was attacking a man to death. Like, if Miles hadn't thrown the gun, Yogi could have still killed his dad. You tell me he's holding... This grown man held a gun against a terrified child who retaliated because of his violence. Yeah, that's still kind of stupid, isn't it? But, I mean, I guess if he doesn't remember what happened, maybe whoever the real mastermind of this is has been telling him, hey, Miles just killed his dad and then framed you. Who knows? No kidding! I can't believe you're not! My. Just calm down and tell me what's happened, It's Mr. Edgeworth. He... We told him everything in this screen. I see. So you realize you just broke the confidentiality of you being his lawyer, right? And that I myself am not held to that same confidentiality, so you shouldn't have told me any of this, but alright. Edgeworth dreamt he shot his own father. It's only a dream! Only a dream! I wonder... What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled, Well... Also, consider this. Yogi quite certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise. Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real. As you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to save his father. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. No, I don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder when his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. But, like, do you super believe that? What do you know about Miles Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. Sounds trite, but true. Well, he may have had one peer, now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. My sister? Gregory Edgeworth was a very... Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. Oh! So, Miles's dad specifically didn't like Von Karma. That's sure a shame that Miles ended up being mentored by him. I sure hope Von Karma didn't, like... I don't know. Fuck up Miles mentally on purpose because he hated Miles's dad. That'd be really bad, wouldn't it? What a coinky-dinky, that's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result? He has a perfect win record in court. Just like that. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. Oh, so Miles's dad tried to accuse Von Karma of crimes, did he? And he lost. And died in despair, as it were. I see. Oh, man. Man, like, imagine, like, trying to call out a man for being a piece of shit, and then you lose, and then you die, and then your son gets mentored by the piece of shit, who turns him into a little copy of him, and becomes a piece of shit. Becomes piece of shit junior. Oh no! When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Misty Fey. I'll just give him the same voice. I'm Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yanni Yogi. Now, we know that genuinely, that in this game, mediums are real. So, if Misty Fey did the right thing and genuinely contacted Gregory Edgeworth, which we know she probably did. I mean, Maya can contact Mia, right? Why'd he accuse Yogi? I have two thoughts. One, well, on one hand, you're like, well, wouldn't he protect his kid? But then I'm also like, isn't it more likely that, I don't know. Given Gregory Edgeworth's record and everything we know about him, I don't know why he would falsely accuse someone, right? So, even to save his own son, I feel like it's much more likely for him to be like, oh, Misty, yeah, no, sorry, I don't know who did it. I don't know. Like, I get wanting to protect your own kid, but accusing someone of a crime who is innocent is the kind of thing Von Karma does, is the kind of thing Gregory Edgeworth hated. So either he did purposely lie to protect Miles, which would be in character for protecting his son, but would be out of character for accusing an innocent person, or Yogi was trying to kill him, and it's possible, that, like, in this scuffle, right, a man who carries a gun with him, right, is wrestling him to the ground and trying to kill him. If the last thing that Gregory Edgeworth saw was Yanni Yogi beating him to death and then heard a bang, I feel like Gregory Edgeworth could genuinely believe Yogi was the murderer even if he wasn't. Like, all he saw, he could have not seen Miles throw the gun. He could have, because his vision was, like, just full of Yogi on top of him. Like, either Misty Faye called someone who wasn't Gregory Edgeworth, but that seems unlikely because why would he even know Yanni's name? Either he did purposely accuse someone who was innocent to protect his son, which seems a little out of character to me, or he genuinely thought Yanni did it because, I mean, the last thing he saw was Yanni trying to kill him. Oh, I feel bad for Maya's mom. Like, she was disgraced and had to run away. Yeah, it was pitch black in there. It was complete pitch black in there. Like, I forgot about that. Never mind. It was pitch black in there. It's probably that he doesn't fucking know who killed him. And just is like, well, it wouldn't be my son. Yeah, I forgot. Never mind. It was pitch black in there. Most likely, he doesn't know who did it, but is not going to assume that it was his tiny child. So said it was Yogi. Yeah, it's most likely, yeah. I forgot about that. So for all he knew, Yanni still had the gun. He didn't know it had fallen out of Yanni's holster. So yeah, that actually makes more sense, yeah. And now I feel bad for Maya's mom because she contacted a ghost. She genuinely contacted a ghost and was like, who killed you? And the ghost said this person did it. But the ghost just made a mistake. But she was made a laughingstock and had to go and run away into hiding or whatever. Wherever the fuck she went. Because everyone thought it was her who'd got it wrong. No one stopped to think maybe it was the ghost who got it wrong. Yogi was found innocent. That's when my mother left us. Everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was, you see. Yet, now that I think about it, seems the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. What if Miles did throw the gun, but he wasn't the one who fired it? I mean, Cryptid. I'm just saying, we, you know, everyone's very quick to assume this dream was real. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. Must he? It was pitch black. I don't believe it. You're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his own son? It's only a possibility, mind you. But a possibility nonetheless. Is that all you've got to fucking say? Oh, ho, so this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter when he killed Hammond. But why kill Hammond? Which is a good point, right? If Miles did it, why would he kill his own lawyer who got him off innocent? Why wouldn't he kill the prosecutor? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. His own sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won the innocent verdict, but he won the innocent verdict, but for no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially he was ruined. Doesn't really matter though. I mean, okay, so well, even if your point is, well, even if Yogi got found innocent, some people would still wonder if he did it and he'd never get a job again, his reputation was ruined. Okay, but that's not Hammond's fault. No matter, his reputation was ruined the moment he got arrested. So no matter what lawyer defended him, surely his reputation was fucked anyway. Like, why go after Hammond? If Huh? You'll understand soon enough. Wait. What is it? This letter. I've seen this handwriting somewhere before! I'm just gonna tuck my hair behind me. Uh-huh. A long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Hot dang! Whoever wrote the plot for the murder is someone who Grossberg knows? Yeah, and regardless, Grossberg was still trying to kill Gregory and Miles killed him in self-defense, if the dream is real. So, what kind of people does Grossberg know? If he recognizes the handwriting, well, he knows people involved in the DL6 incident. Could have been someone else involved in the incident. I mean, we haven't got that many people left. What, Maya's mom, Baby Edgeworth, why would Edgeworth do his own murder? Hammond's handwriting, but why would Hammond, again, detail his own murder? Or the criminals that he's crossed paths with, or the prosecutors or the lawyers. So we got what? Prosecutors, lawyers, judges, criminals, people involved in the cases, the police. One of those types of people. Do you have any idea who wrote this? Oh, those are interesting options! Oh, game, don't ruin things. Okay, this is what options we have to guess who wrote this. Now, don't read them yet. Let me read them. So option 1 is Miles Edgeworth. Why would Edgeworth write a letter that makes him get accused of murder? That'd be real stupid. Yogi, why would Yogi write a letter to himself? I mean, he does have memory issues, but he didn't write it. He didn't go like, I should do this and then I should do that. He wrote, you should do this and you should do that. I don't know, if I was writing a letter to myself, I'd be like, remember that I have to take the trash out. I wouldn't go, remember you have to take the trash. I mean, I guess some people would. But if Yogi wrote the letter to himself, why wouldn't he just say, kill Miles Edgeworth? I get that he has memory issues, but like, I don't know. I mean, he does have memory issues, but then why wouldn't he tell Polly? Why would he because if he, I don't know, wouldn't he forget the letters in there? I know Polly remembers the combination, but like, I mean, some people do write you for yourself, that's fair. What was in the letter? Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Oh, the time is running out. How would he know, if he's got memory issues, that the statute of limitation runs out in a couple days? Option 3. Manfred von Karma. That seems a bit out of left field, doesn't it? I mean, von Karma's name has never come up in the current case or the DL6 incident. I mean, it comes up in the current case in terms of he's the prosecutor, but he mentored Miles. Why would he plot Miles's murder? I mean, The only other time Von Karma's names come up is that him and Miles' dad didn't get along. But if it doesn't make any sense that it was Miles, and it doesn't make any sense that it was Yogi, but does it make sense that it was Von Karma? We don't have any proof to think that it was. But the game's giving us the option, and it wasn't the other two. And maybe Phoenix theorizes it being Karma because he's seen Karma's handwriting a lot. Could it be Manfred Von Karma? Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? I'm not sure. Huh. Von Karma. Wait! You're right, my boy! This is Von Karma's handwriting! I'm sure of it! Oh! So, just to let this settle in, so we can have another layer to Miles's trauma and abuse. His papa dies. Someone who hated his dad and everything his dad stood for raised him, teaching him how to be an asshole. And then helped conspire to kill him. And Miles still thinks Von Karma's a good man who helped him and is like, yeah, well, Von Karma's just coming after me because he has to, it's his job. But like, he made me the man I am. It's like, oh, Miles, he's just trying to kill you, buddy. Your pretend father figure. It was, oh no. Oh no. I used to see it all the time on court reports. What? But that means that the one who told Mr. Yogi to kill was correct. Manfred Von Karma himself. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? I don't know, Phoenix. You're the one who suggested it. Oh, I have to pick proof? Okay. Why would Von Karma want to frame Edgeworth? Because I'm a lawyer? Probably not. The autopsy report. Maya's mom? I don't know if that makes sense. Frame Edgeworth because of Maya's mama. She didn't have anything to do with them. That's the map of the lake. Those don't have anything. They framed Miles because he was jealous that Miles was friends with the bird. We have the DL6 case file, or the photo. Why would he want to frame Miles? I mean, none of these items make any sense. We don't have any reason to think he was involved in DL6, but it's the only item that makes sense. We didn't have any reason to suggest it, did we, Phoenix, in the first place? This incident took place 15 years ago tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll see the completion of not one, but 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage of DL6 incident will never be erased. Oh, it wasn't that. The murder photo? Gregory Edgeworth? He was a gifted man, his death was truly a loss. Oh, tell us more about the rivalry. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Oh! Wait, are you suggesting that if Gregory Edgeworth hadn't been killed, he would have kept trying to get Von Karma arrested? Right, neither of those was right. Look at this bird! Wasn't the bird? Oh, she was a beautiful woman. I'm truly sorry about what I did. Huh? Sorry about what? Nothing, Maya. He didn't, try to help you go down for, I think I'll stay out of this one. What? Oh god, I guess I'm going through everything. In any case, it's good that the one shooting isn't Miles. You bet it's good. can't believe the fiendish planning that went into this murder. And we also fell right into his trap. What a creep! You said it, Maya. Okay, no, I don't if the gun doesn't, I think the bullet will. Did this? No doubt about it, this is Von Karma's handwriting. Yogi was following Von Karma's instructions when he killed Hammond. But why kill Robert Hammond? Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but... Oh. No, I don't want to do this again! Oh my god, I'm so fucking stupid. I'm sorry. I thought when Grossberg said what he said... Oh. I thought when Grossberg said what he said, he was prompting us to give him information. Like, we had to, like in court. And that's why I thought the information... Oh, fuck me. I thought the evidence menu popped up because we had to pick something. No, it just popped up because he'd finished the conversation and the last menu I had up was the evidence one. Oh, sorry. We need to go here. If it was truly Von Karma who wrote this letter, then only he would know the truth. He would know that Miles had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court, I should think. He'll press the point until Miles Edgeworth gets found guilty. Oh no. I mean, it would make sense if Von Karma orchestrated this whole thing just to get Miles back in court. But why would he need to? If Von Karma knows that Miles killed his dad, why does he need to orchestrate this whole crime? Why can't he just go to the cops and say, hey, I know that Miles did it? Why does he need to do this big fucking circus? But how can Von Karma know about Edgeworth's past like that? Even Mr. Edgeworth thought it was just a nightmare. Exactly. How the fuck would Von Karma know? Edgeworth said he's never told anyone about his nightmare. And you're like, well, what if it wasn't a nightmare? Okay, but there wasn't anyone else there, right? Like, they were trapped in the elevator. I mean, unless, I don't know, he had a nap while Von Karma was around and screamed, oh, I killed my dad in his sleep. Like, I don't know, I don't buy that. I mean, maybe he got something against Hammond. But why would he want to kill... Why would he want Edgeworth... He didn't like Gregory Edgeworth. Wouldn't he be happy that he was dead? Oh, I'm fucking... Yes, I know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He may have been seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his... Oh, cool! I called it, didn't I? He's abused Miles his whole life and now is setting him up for a murder he didn't commit just because I didn't like your dad. I don't care that he's dead. I'm still gonna keep ruining his life. What do you mean? It was 15 years ago. Von Karma met Gregory Edgeworth in court. And Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. Oh, Gregory versus Manfred. See? He really didn't like he really didn't like Gregory, so if anything, wouldn't he be like, Miles, well done killing your dad, I hated him. Why do you want to put Miles in jail for it? What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Oh, bye, Kujolin, thank you for stopping by. Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory Edgeworth accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence? It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Oh! Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. So why would he be mad? Why would he want revenge on Miles for killing the one person he hated more than anyone else in the world? Well, must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. He took a vacation for several months after that, you see. That's convenient. A vacation. Yes, an unusual event for the man. So you're saying, like... No, we don't... Oh, okay, we don't know the timeline yet, I don't think. When was the first and last vacation? I'm sorry, so he only ever took one vacation and it was around the time that Gregory Edgeworth made him cry. When was Edgeworth... Gregory, I should say Gregory, otherwise it's confusing. When was he killed? Was it during the vacation, or was it before the sudden random vacation? Really? He doesn't take vacation? Of course he... Look at him, of course he doesn't. God, that means Miles doesn't either. No wonder he's so fucking uptight. Like, go to the sea or the mountains? Don't tell me he's never been to Europe. You have strange ideas about vacations, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. Odd. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? Why is long vacation in red? What do we do, Nick? Von Karma's gonna bring up DL6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to DL6? I won't let him. Yes, Mr. Wright. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know. It's not. Accidental murder is called manslaughter. Actually. You're a lawyer, you should know that. Accidental murder is not called murder. It'd be manslaughter, and also he did it to stop someone from killing somebody else. And he wasn't trying to kill him. He was like 6. I don't think he knew, like, if he wanted to kill Yanni, he would have shot him with the gun. But he didn't. He just threw the gun because he wasn't trying to kill him. He was just trying to, like, separate them and get them to stop. By throwing the only item he had at them. It's not like there was anything else in the elevator. I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. No, he said it was a dream, Maya. What? Like, I've had dreams about Edgeworth. Doesn't mean they're real, does it? Sadly. I mean, I wish they were real, but it doesn't make them real, does it? Nick, what are you talking? His father must have lied to protect him from beyond the grave. I don't care. I know he's not guilty. You don't understand. You don't know him like I do. Mr. Wright. If you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Check again. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I mean, you kind of owe us after, you know, you almost got Maya killed. I mean, arrested. Whatever. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials. I guess we come back later. Oh, we can't go back to the park. I guess we won't go to the detention center yet, because I don't want to... I think Miles is going to be like the end game there. One day left, Nick. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. Okay, there's nothing here. Just wanted to check. Oh. Wait, now we can't go see oh, no, we can. I'm gonna go here. Because maybe we can go in the police room. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be out looking for the old guy, Yogi. Ah, it's you! I don't think Gumshoe will be coming back today. He's staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe is pounding the pavement for real. We wonder if we could check the records room again? Well, now, I can't just have anyone running around in there. But... I guess Mr. Von Karma's in there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there? Oh, no! But... Von Karma? Yes, he just arrived, actually. Von Karma's in the record room. Nick, let's hurry. I need to punch him in the face! Oh, Maya. Oh, wait a minute. Not if I punch him in the face first. I mean, we weren't threatening a prosecutor in the police station. Dusty as always. Well, we just ate yesterday. I'm sure they haven't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing that he isn't here. Von Karma. Oh. No punching in the face for us. I clicked on the one spot, wasn't I? This cabinet's where they keep evidence for current cases. Some of the things are obviously murder weapons, others are question marks. Most of it just like random junk. Nick! What do you think this clothespin's for? Don't touch that, it's evidence. Here are the files collected. Here are the files of collected case reports. It's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow, these are all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. Guess my sister's case report is in here too. Quietly gathering dust. There were shelves stuffed with the case files in the back room too. Oh god, what if you took the case file one? Okay. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity. Nick! Let's get what we need and get out of here. Well, this just is getting to me. How do we get it? That's all well and good, Maya, but how do we do that? Oh, up here? Looks like there's no file inside the glass. The case is so dusty, can't see what's inside. Nick, it's locked. We'll just keep important case files in there. Well, I know we need to get it, but how do we do that? I would have thought we'd have picked it up by examining it. What do you... Huh? Oh. Oh, the open drawer. I just thought that was decorative. Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says, unsolved cases evidence. Huh. Unsolved cases? Nick! The 5 for DL6. It's completely... He fucking took it. It's completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Eek! Von Karma! Hugh. How do you know my name? 1, we've been against you in court. 2, I get you don't remember us, but like, aren't you like pretty famous for being a prosecutor? Alright. Huh? Oh, you're gonna claim memory issues too? Have we met? What are you saying? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team? Defense team? I beg your pardon, you see, I rarely remember defense attorneys. They are like bugs to me. Needless things to be crushed. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. Oh, no, don't smile! Oh, I don't like that. Oh, no. Sir, I'd rather you be angry as... Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? Oh, good, he closed his mouth. A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Romanticist? Did you say is about why'd you think that? Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? So you did, but what I don't get is why'd you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? Why would you say that, Phoenix? What if that's not what he meant? Oh, the music stopped, but like... You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then you must certainly understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow? We were right. So Von Karma is gonna bring up DL6 in court. Dooba-doo, dooba-doo-boo, ba-dooba-dooba-dooba-dooba-doo, ba-ba-doo-boo. Fool. You think I, a prosecutor, would give you, a defense attorney, information? Huh. What if we insult you, creep? What if we, like, really insult you? Look at this picture of Miles' dead dad. Kind of try. Mr. Von Karma? I know you don't want to give us any information, but would you have a look at this? This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yana Yogi to commit murder. Yana Yogi. Oh, we're talking, are we? How many years has it been since I've heard him called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. Oh, if only we're in a police station that hopefully where someone might be recording. So you admit it? You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter? Yeah, he's admitting it because if we say it in court, he's just gonna tell the judge that we're lying. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble to bring it to me. Oh, he's just gonna snatch it! You've saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick? What is that thing? Oh my god! It's a freaking taser! Uh-oh! Gumshoe! Hey, you know how last time when, like, whatever the fuck the Mrs. Producer lady brought in her goons to, like, kill us? Do you think, Gumshoe, you could have, like, a really good moment? I was like, what, you're gonna snatch out my hand? I'm not gonna let you? Oh. I mean, aren't the police gonna wonder, huh, that's weird. Mr. Von Karma went in this room with 2 other people, and then both of those 2 people were tasered and unconscious on the floor. I wonder who could have done it. Like, do you not think people are gonna... Maya, scream. Do it. A stun gun for self-defense. Usually. Indeed. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600,000... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it. Usually. Now, give me the letter. No! No! What are you... Nick! What? Oh my god, did she karate chop him? Oh. Maya? Okay, I think she, like, gave him, like, a shove and then said to run, but, like... Hey, Von Karma, would you like to go to jail for tasering a minor? Maya! Out of my way. Oh, we both got tasered. I mean, aren't the police gonna notice? 3 people were in this room, 2 of them are now unconscious. The police didn't hear Maya scream? Are you fucking kidding? Are you fucking kidding me? You got us. The letter's gone, of course. And he took the DL6 evidence. All of it. Back to having no clues. Wait. Maya jumped first. Maya! Is she okay? Maya? I'm sorry, there's a room full of police outside. None of them heard us scream and then a man run away, or well, probably calmly walked out, but like, they screamed! What the fuck? Maya, open your eyes. Oh no, is she in the astral plane? Maya. The letter. Did he take it? Huh? Yeah, never mind that, are you okay? I couldn't stop him. I jumped as fast as I could, but one shot from that thing knocked me out cold. I'm useless. I'm no good as a lawyer or a medium. I can't even call my sister. Not even now, when we need her the most. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Maya! Don't fucking say that. Oh, I'm sorry if this is triggering to anyone. I didn't know she was gonna do this. Maya, baby honey, no. Oh god. Fuck you, Von Karma. She was already insecure, then you had to tase her. Maya, don't fuck it, you're my friend. There has to be some way I can help her. I better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya. She's holding something. What is that? A bullet? I was hoping that I was like, did he tear the letter? Nah. I guess it's from the old case. Oh my god. What if it's the same gun from the current case? DL6 instance evidence number 7. Taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember. Von Karma was holding this when Maya jumped him. Is it the same fucking gun? Is it the same gun? But then someone would have had to steal the gun out of evidence, wouldn't they? Or maybe the gun was never found. We don't know whether it was. I'll prove it to you, Maya. You're most definitely not useless. Also, even if you hadn't got this bullet either, you still wouldn't be useless, okay? I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. I think that's where we're gonna leave off, because it is almost dinner time for me, and that's a good to be continued moment. So what did we learn in today's Fun Phoenix Wright adventures? Miles might have killed his dad. We lost all our crucial evidence. Von Karma's even worse than we realized, and he might have tried to kill or even killed people who got in his way. And he abused Miles more than we thought, because he, like, has tried to frame Miles for murder, and also purposely abused him when he got to mentor him because he hated his dad. That he was manipulating a mentally ill old man, and he tased us and Maya, who still is 17, so well done, you tased a child. And Maya has depression and suicidal ideation. What a fun Phoenix Wright day we've had today. Oh god. Well, it can only get better, right? We can't get much worse, can we? I don't think anyone's spirits could get lower. I'm hoping that we're gonna prove that bullet came from the same gun. And we know that Miles, and then that's proof that Miles might have not killed his dad. Because if it is the same gun, the person who had the gun was Yogi. He turned up to the boat with the gun, meaning he had it this whole time. So either he shot Miles' dad and kept the gun, or Miles threw it, accidentally shot his dad, and then Yogi ran off with the gun evidence anyway. Yeah, I don't know how us being tasered isn't gonna come up in court. Like, we're not gonna go, hey, Judge, he tasered us yesterday, and he's gonna go, no, I didn't. And then we'll go, there was a police station full of people who were right outside the door who saw us two go in, and only Karma come out, and we were in there tasered. But maybe the police will go, no, sorry, we didn't see or hear nothing because we're so stupid. Fucking, they didn't hear Maya scream? Fucking Jesus, they're not, it's not gonna come up, is it? We're gonna say he tased us, and the judge is gonna say, you've got no proof. And the police are just gonna be like, yeah, we didn't hear anything, dum-de-dum. God, of course, Von Karma thinks no one will believe. The only person we have to convince is the judge. And Von Karma's got him wrapped around his little fucking finger. And we don't have any proof. We don't have any proof that we were tasered. Although, technically, surely somewhere wouldn't both... You get, like, scars from where the stun gun touched you. You can't just stun gun... I mean, can you stun gun? I don't know anything about stun guns. They're not legal here. You can't carry them around here. But I presume, don't you have to directly put it against someone's skin? You can't just, like, shoot it from a distance like a gun. So, wouldn't Maya and Phoenix both have, like, burn scars from the... One, true! There should be a security camera in the evidence room. I'll be honest, if the police chief goes, oh yeah, sorry, the camera broke and we never fixed it, I'd expect it. I'd expect it, to be honest, given this police department. But Nick and Maya should have some kind of scar or burn, but why would we think that Ace Attorney would make any sense? They're probably just not going to bring it up. As is Ace Attorney's want. Good gracious. I think it depends on the stun gun. Yeah, I mean, that one was pretty powerful, though, so you'd think... I mean, again, there should be a security camera, but do you think it was working? Fucking hell. Oh, some can shoot out barbs? Probably has the one that can shoot out barbs. Then again, Maya was kind of on top of him at the time, like, she'd, like, pushed him, so he got pretty close when he stunned her. Oh, boy. Oh my god. I was wondering who to rate. Hey, guys. Like, okay. Anyone here like Homestuck? I know that came out of nowhere, but you'll find out why in a second. I don't know anything about Homestuck. I know of the hype of it, and I know of, like, what the trolls look like and stuff. I know of that person on Tumblr who years ago tried to cosplay a troll by apparently colouring his skin in with Sharpie and then stained the hotel bathroom. Ah, the good old days of Tumblr. I did go on the website once because I was like, I want to see what all this business is about. And I'll be honest, I didn't understand. I guess it's like an interactive webcomic / game. Like, there's points that function like a game, right? But I'll be real, I was stuck on the first screen. I was clicking on everything and nothing worked. So I never got to experience it. Probably for the best, because, well, if you want to know the information I know about Homestuck, you can watch Sarah Zed's videos. She has one video that is like a look back at Homestuck, including like I can't remember if it's the whole history. It definitely also covers like this kind of game they were gonna make that ended up kind of being a bit of a Kickstarter allegedly scam. And then more importantly, the follow-up video, the creator of Homestuck emailed me. And it got worse, which yeah. Yeah, all she did was talk about the Hive Swap game, in which, allegedly, all of the people who worked on the game were treated like shit by the Homestuck creator, allegedly. And all she did was read out comments that they'd made publicly, and yet she got threatened by the creator of Homestuck. So, you know, no supporting that, you know. But, oh, police tasers are only 1,200 volts, 1,200 volts, and Von Karma's taser was 600,000. Oh, they're lucky to be alive. Boy. What a wacky world Phoenix Wright lives in. What a wacky world. God. How did Von Karma even get... You know what? I don't even... of course he did, he's Von Karma. Anyway, I bring up Homestuck to be like, Desmond's currently, reading all of Homestuck. Would you like to read Desmond? I was like, who should I raid? Oh, this person's doing art. Oh, this person's playing a game. Oh, Desmond's online. What's Desmond? He's reading Homestuck. All of it. And that's kind of funny. Can we raid Desmond? Don't know why I'm asking. It's my stream. I choose. Homestuck doesn't know how to properly seal, but okay, for people who don't know, there was this infamous Tumblr post that I don't know if it was ever confirmed as real or not, because, you know, a lot of Tumblr stories were fake. But, so, the idea was this person had gone to Comic-Con and they wanted to cosplay a troll from Homestuck. For those who don't know what the trolls look like, they have grey skin, okay? And, like, candy corn-coloured horns. So they wanted to paint their skin, but instead of using body paint, face paint, makeup, they used Sharpie, the marker pen, and at the end of the day, went in the hotel bathroom to wash off the Sharpie, and the post had an accompanying photograph of said bath that was, like, dyed black. Like, oh. Oh. And who knows if it was probably fake, but it is iconic, and Golden is correct. Regardless of whether that story's true or not, there was a lot of kids cosplaying trolls by trying to do the grey paint and not knowing how to do that safely, not sealing it. Yeah, especially, like, not sealing. You can't just paint your hands and not seal it, because otherwise, you know, if you touch anything on the walls of the convention hall, the hotel rooms, if you go up to someone's, like, table and start picking up things that you might want to buy, they rubbed their little grubby grey paint hands over everything. So we're gonna go raid Des. I'm gonna try and remember to give shoutouts to people before we raid, because some people can't come along with the raid, and I still would like you to know who we're raiding, and also sometimes mobile glitches and doesn't send people along with the raid. So this is where we're going. Please do stick around and come along with the raid, even if you have to go, because raiding really helps me out. It helps out the person that I'm streaming, and also you'll get extra channel points in my chat for you to spend on things like kazoo karaoke if you would like. I don't have time to go into what Red just said in chat. Like, it's gonna be dinner time any second. I don't have time to unpack the fact that Red said that she went to DashCon. I'm merely glad, Red. I'm glad you survived. You know, and I'm glad you still have your money. And while I'm sure you had a lot of conflicting feelings about I'm glad you made it out. We don't have time for me to we don't have time to unpack all that because I don't have time to go over everything that happened at DashCon, especially for people that didn't. You turned a profit? Hell yeah! From everything to organisers who'd never organised a con before, to them potentially scamming everyone by claiming that, like, the hotel said we need to give them this amount of money or we're gonna get closed down, and yet afterwards leaked documents came out suggesting they actually did already they got more money from the donations than they needed, and maybe were just pocketing extra money that they didn't actually need if the screenshots leaked. Who knows? The fact that people like Welcome to Night Vale people were told they were going to arrive when actually Night Vale were like, yeah, no, they refused to, like, pay us, so we told them we weren't going to go, and yet they advertised us as being there. Same with Steam Power Giraffe. They're just advertising things happening that weren't happening. I know some artist alleys didn't even properly get, like, tables and stuff right. They were, like, the event, like, yeah. And, of course, the infamous ball pit picture, which is what most people will know of DashCon. If you've ever been to a proper Comic-Con, sometimes there are gaming areas, so normally not play areas for little kids, but sometimes. But normally there's a gaming area that will have, like, arcade machines or, like, monitors with, like, PlayStations and Xboxes and N64s hooked up, so you could play games. I don't recall if there were any PCs in the room. It was a very empty room. There might have been a console or two, I'm not sure. There was a ball pit. Infamously, someone pissed in it. Let's go shout out Desmond. Here's Desmond. Oh, that's not a helpful clip unless it's gonna turn into something else. I'm glad your MLP custom sold well. Oh no, there's a Desmond. Desmond uses he and pronouns. Desmond is a vampire bat butler, also known as a battler. The rhythm of that is just stuck in my head. The vampire bat butler, also known as a battler. We're gonna go with Desmond. I'm gonna go eat. Thank you guys for sticking by. I know this stream was shorter. But that's because I wanted to work on the ghost stickers. We currently have 56 out of 69 drawn. Not coloured, sadly, but drawn. After eating dinner, I'm gonna go back to drawing even more ghost stickers. Because this is all my life is now. But although I haven't finished the cosplay, so I do also need to work on that. But, really at the moment, I'm just working on painting the helmet. And because I made it out of cardboard, there's a lot of gaps that I'm finding hard to get to, so I just need to get in the little gaps that I missed with the paint and then seal it, stick the lenses on, and I'm done. Oh, no, I haven't sewn the crosses to the boots yet. But then, or glue them, I haven't decided how I'm attaching them. And then I'm done. Then it's done. So, we're not too far away. It'll be done before con. But I'll do that tomorrow morning when I have daylight. Probably won't be streaming again tomorrow because, as I say, I'm so busy at the moment, but Monday stream should be happening with me making Etsy orders. It should have happened last week, but shit happened. So unless something happens that makes me too upset to stream, I should see you guys on Monday. Sunday, watch party. I know we do them every other month, but I impromptu decided we're having new watch parties. We are watching Les Mis. I might see you there in my Discord. See you guys later. Mwah.
Yeah, you can deal with it. I don't know if you guys can hear him. I know you were able to hear him really well when Leon was talking. Vampire Prince! Welcome in! Hello, Raiders. Welcome in. I am so sorry that this is when you chose to come here. Thank you for the shout out. We're gonna come over here for just a second. Look at Vampire Prince. Oh, Cecil. Hello, Vampire Prince. I hope you had a wonderful time. I think you were playing, whenever I last peeked in on you this morning, it looks like you were playing Phoenix Wright. That's what it's called.
I raided and then forgot to change screens. If you heard Desmond's screen, oopsie whoopsie if you're looking back at this one. I raided and then forgot to change screens. Bye guys. I didn't. I clicked on it and then it didn't go through. I clicked on the screen change and it didn't screen change. Bye people who were watching this part of the VOD who got left behind from the raid. I don't know why it didn't. Bye.